just patiently wait. It's a little chilly out here. Oh, I don't want to buffer. Don't let me buffer. Hey, Slot Ranger. You're the first. How is everything in Vegas? I'm outside on my patio. Can you hear me okay? I might push my table in a little bit closer. All right. Is that better? Showing I have 3 people in, but just you. Alrighty. Hey, Ramses. You guys can hear me okay? I'll show everybody where I'm at in a few minutes. Once I get things started here. Everything looks fine. Everything is great. Awesome. Look, I even put makeup on today. I haven't done that for a couple of days. It says 7 people, but I'm only talking to 2. The ladies aren't in the house yet. I know this is like last minute. I did throw it up on Instagram that I was going to be doing this. I didn't get a chance to make a community post in YouTube. I am on my balcony because I can't leave my apartment. Hey, Grace. Because my last video that I posted yesterday, I think it was, today's Saturday, my days are all mixed up. I posted the video of Mark and I walking to go get our tests. And we haven't got the results yet. So while you're waiting for the results, you have to self-isolate. So we're home. And instead of me sitting at the kitchen table, I figured I'd come out on the balcony because it's not raining right now. So I caught it at a good time. If you want, I'll show you guys where I'm, like, the view. Oh, I'm not going to get a shot yet. I mean, I will as soon as Pfizer or the Moderna come up. I don't want AstraZeneca, and they just announced it the other day. Like yesterday, it opened up for slots for people my age, like 40 and above, to get the AstraZeneca, but I said nope. It has a lower percentage. It's like 74%. I'd rather go with the ones that are in the 90s. Yeah, no, we got our test done, and we're just waiting right now. When they did their briefing yesterday with the Premier and the public health, they were basically saying that the labs are backlogged by 45,000 test results. Now it's up to, they got 15,000 done. So yeah, it's a little bit backlogged. So until I find out, I'm home. Thank you, Ramses. I washed my hair. It was just like, so for the last couple of days, I've just been like lounging around in my sweats and a top knot, no makeup, nothing. So I said, if I'm going to live stream from home, I am going to do up the hair. Oh, Brian, my lovely. For some reason, my son is Instagramming people, and it comes up on my phone because I monitor it. I'm a moderator for my son's Instagram, so I have it on vibrate, so you guys might hear that. So I am outside on my balcony. I was saying I have 16 people. I meant to put this up in the Hi, Roof. I meant to put this up in the community post. Now that I can do that. Oh, I miss the walking videos too. I miss going out and streaming and being out in. So I'm just like, I'm kind of bummed. So I just figured I'd hang out with you guys for a little bit. No dark spots on my hands. And loss of smell, no. I live with an 18-year-old who farts up a storm. He's with me too because Thursday night, we got our test on Thursday afternoon. And we were supposed to, I thought, he was supposed to go back Thursday night to his dad's, and I told his dad, I said, we're getting tested today. He'll just be a day late, and it's now 2 days late. So until... But if you guys want to see what I'm looking out at, I will show you. I'm going to lift up the gimbal because I am outside. I figured if I can't be... That's my view. This is what I'm looking at. Hey, Philip M. So there's looking towards downtown and the harbor. Hey, Susan. There are sirens way off in the background. So I am outside on my balcony. I have glass. There is not going to be doing any of that, O'Brien. Yeah, I do have a balcony. Those are the military dockyards that you guys are looking at right now. And that's Dartmouth way off in the on the other side. And then if I go out here, there's my that's looking towards downtown. Yeah, with a glass front of my balcony. I can't do that. I want to sometimes if I had somebody. How self-isolate? I can't even talk. It's we're bored. We're bored. I'm gonna put this back down and readjust just a second, folks. That's there we go. Yeah, I like the view too. Hardly any traffic. No, we are in a full lockdown right now in the city. So there's not a whole lot going on here. So yeah, Mark's with me. I had a friend of mine yesterday because I was like craving snacks and junk food. I'm slouching, so because I'm on my lawn chair out here. So I'm just gonna there. Is that better? There, that's better. So I had a friend of mine. Actually, it was Mark's girlfriend's mom. She saw a post on Facebook where I'm like, we're isolating. I want chocolate. So she she brought down like a whole whack of chocolate and potato chips for us. So we did that, and then this morning after we had breakfast, today would have been my grocery day. So I sent Mark's dad to go get groceries. I gave him a list. And I said, can you do this for me? Yeah, our city, we're in a circuit breaker. So because our cases got so high, they decided for 2 weeks, shut everything down. So that's why there's no traffic on the streets. And we're just doing it just for the 2 weeks. Oh, too much. Whoa. So we're going to see. But right now, we're still waiting for test results because the lab for public health is backlogged for up to today. They said the count is now 30,000. Yesterday it was 45,000 tests that they still have to process. So we're in there somewhere. Mark is actually in his room on Instagram texting friends. But he might be watching on his TV because he has YouTube. Nothing like Ontario. Like with our population for Nova Scotia, we're lucky we have like 1 million people. But when we get numbers like today, our cases for today were in the triple digits because they were processing some of those tests. But our cases are still, you know, fairly low compared to the rest of Canada, but we're all in a panic down here. So once we get to a certain amount, like we shut everything down and we stop for a little bit. Yeah, I think we're going to be fine, but I'm not taking chances, and I'm going to listen to what public health says. So while you wait for your test results, you have to stay home. So we're staying home. Hey, fans. So Ramses is asking, how's the weather? So the weather today, it cleared up. It was raining earlier today, so, and it's been, we had the wind and the rain yesterday that everybody else seemed to have, like whatever Toronto had on Thursday, we had yesterday, but now it's just, because I'm on the 13th floor of my building, it's breezy up here. Hi, David Dean. Yeah, well, I'm self-isolating because I'm waiting for test results to come back. So I'm hanging out in the apartment, and we've cleaned, I've organized things, and I've caught up on a lot of YouTube and everything. And I found out that this morning when I woke up, I have channel memberships. So those who don't want to do Patreon can do channel memberships. And I'm back, well, I got monetized back on Monday again because I had that little faux pas last week. Well, today was the first time, Joseph, that Truro didn't get any cases up in Northern Zone. Hey, Whippy Dude. Yeah, I don't want to be a super spreader. And then I had to laugh today because on the nose, thank you, Luis. What did I see on the news, or came up in my news feed on Facebook? There's a bunch of anti-maskers up on Citadel Hill protesting the lockdown and everything else. So I'm just like, go find them. Like our fines now, like if you break the social gathering limit, right now it's five people. It's $2,000. They dinged a party last night with a bunch of university kids. There were 10 university kids that got dinged $2,000 a pop. Second weekend in a row. Hey, Big S too, even though I know you're the same person. Yeah, I forgot to put earrings in today, so I have naked ears. So that's about it. We're, eating potato chips, and we have lots of chocolate. Yeah, there's a lot of dinguses. Hey, Vivian. I figured if I'm home and I've been like in pajama bottoms and sweats and everything else and no makeup, I said, I'm gonna look cute for you guys. Hey, Angela. Yeah, there was a lot up there. So and they had pictures of them all over the front of Citadel Hill and everything. And it was just like, you guys are a bunch of dum-dums up there protesting and stuff. And normally when we get anti-maskers, it's like 5 people because they're dumb. But there was a lot more today. We always shut down. Like if we shut down the moment like cases start to go up. Once they get past like a certain number in the double digits, like say 25, they're like, yeah, we're going to put restrictions in place. So originally these restrictions were going to be for 28 days, and they shut down all the restaurants just for curbside and delivery, and no travel coming in and out of the city unless it's essential. Like if you had to come in from another part of the province for medical appointments, that's essential, so you have to come. Oh, thank you, Grace. So, but when the numbers went up on Tuesday we had 96 in one day for positives. Oh, Slot Ranger, thank you, $5, awesome. So there's no hike today because I'm home, Luis. I'm self-isolating, and I'm bored. And I like interacting with people. But as soon as I find out what my test results are, and if they're negative, which I think they are, fingers crossed, I'll be out. I'm going to be out. I'm going to be live streaming from wherever. I don't care. I'm going to be like bugging the crap out of all you guys. Because that's what I do. I'm surprised I don't have any of my lovely mods in here. Like, where's Action VJ? Unless he's lurking. Yeah, he was born in Cape Breton, but he was raised in the mainland, you know. And he's cute. Cute. Have you seen our premiere? Hey, Miss Annette. Water. There's Action VJ. Well, geez, I was just asking about you. Oh, Ryan Rides is on. I didn't know he was on. Hi, Susan Murray. Stratford, Ontario, home of the Shakespeare Festival. Yeah, I didn't know Ryan Rides was going to be on. That's pretty cool. I'll have to catch it. I'll catch it when I'm finished here and everything. I figured I wanted to come out and do this on the patio, or on my balcony, my small balcony, while the weather's good. So I do have a t-shirt on, but it's a little breezy up here, so I had to put my sweater on. And I got, like, you can tell where it was hanging on the hanger. So I got that poof. Hey, Action VJ, how's everything in Los Angeles? The city of angels. No, your premier in Ontario is definitely not cute. He looks like a big old potato with the comb going back. I don't like heights if I have, well, my heights are very specific. I won't climb ladders or even stairs that you can see through. So the moment once the Dingle Tower opens up at Sir Sanford Fleming Park, I'm going to do a video out there, but I'm going to get Mark to climb the stairs inside this tower because I won't do it. I won't do it. It's like a tower that's like 100 years old and it's like these wrought iron stairs. Not doing it. I don't like heights that way, but my balcony, I'm good. I'm good. It is hot. Oh, it's a cream colored background. I'm on my patio. I'm on my balcony from my building, so this is just like concrete. I watched, it's funny because like every so often I'll get like suggested posts from Blog.to, and they had this one, and I think they did it in the Whitney block. That's what it reminded me of, because I remember seeing like one of those abandoned places, and it was like these two guys pretending that they were like Trudeau and Ford, and Ford had like it, you know, like all these donuts from Tim Hortons and his coffees and stuff, and he didn't know he got duped by the premier. Yeah, that's why you hear a few cars. There's not that many. It's been crappy weather for the last couple of days, so I'm outside now. I will show you guys, like, I did a few minutes ago, I did, like, showed everybody where I'm at. So since there's new people in the chat, let's do that. I'm holding on to my thingy, you know, the thingy. Oop! That's hardly any vehicles. Not a whole lot. Nouvelle, yes, I am on my balcony, hanging out. There we go, that's better. There's looking towards the, no, I won't drop it. I'm probably about 1.5 feet away from the edge. There's the edge. So, if I look right here, this is like the military dockyards. So that's where the East Coast Navy is. And going up towards the downtown area. The skyline there. And if you can notice, on Thursday there was no leaves or green on any of the trees, and now look, There's green. And because I live in Nova Scotia, you gotta have a flag. Oh, I'm not using the Pocket 2 for live streaming. If it's the same account, it might. I don't know, Vivian. Alright, there, you can look at me. Hold on, I'm gonna set you guys back down again. And sit in my comfy chair on my balcony. And, oh, you don't need to see that. Hey, Emo's Music Channel, $5, thank you. That's awesome. That will go to my self-isolation fund. So while I'm in isolation, you know how people have burrito funds? That's way too high. Burrito funds and edible funds. Well, right now I have a self-isolation fund. It will go for anything that's chocolate or potato chips or Diet Dr. Pepper. What are you looking forward to once things go back to normal? I can't wait to travel. Basically, I had plans to come up on the weekend. Actually, well, the weather's crappy and I'm in isolation, but I was going to go out to Peggy's Cove and do a walking video around Peggy's Cove just to show you guys what it's like. So I'm gonna hold off until the province kind of gets back to where it was 2 weeks ago. No, Mark is here because he was supposed to go back Friday or Thursday night to his dad's, and we got tested Thursday afternoon because that's when we had our appointment to go get swabs. I got the swab, but because he's 18 and under, he got to do a saline gargle. So so he's here, and because the stupid labs are behind, we have to wait until we can get our results before we can leave the apartment. Do people barbecue on their balconies? Some do. They're not allowed to for some reason. A couple years ago, about 2 or 3 years ago, the owners of the building said no barbecues, and I'm like, this is concrete. This is like hard. Like, you're not going to cause a fire on concrete. So, what? There's a walking man doodad. Are you serious? Yeah, they think it's a fire hazard. Yeah. There's a walking man doodad. Really? I don't like riding the coattails. I like it when you call kiddo from the other room, Mark. That's how I say it too. I go, Mark. Look at this. I didn't even get my camera put back into the right spot where I had it. Oh yeah, there's the, whoa, it's moving on me. Whoa, nope, we don't need to see that part. And we don't need to see that. Complaining about the smell. Look, the only time I'll complain about a smell of a barbecue is if I'm not invited and I want steak or chicken or fish or veggies. Then I'll complain if they didn't invite me. The only thing I don't like, I can't stand smelling weed at 8 o'clock in the morning because I sleep with my window open, and every morning, I don't know who it is, but it just wafts up someplace and it's just smell the weed. And I was like, oh. Yeah, probably. Oh, somebody's down there putting stuff down in the dumpster. I can't even do that. Oh, I have like the garbage bag out in the kitchen, waiting to go down. Oh, you like that, O'Brien, did ya? Look, I'm having a good boob day today, but I'm not showing everybody. That's only, you know, No, I'm not using the new camera. I can't do it for streaming. Like, they say you can, but I'm not going to try it. But right now it's just my phone and my, ooh, hair in my mouth. Just my phone and my gimbal like I always used. O'Brien, don't be bit, Ian. He's looking for a view. OnlyFans or really big super chats. Oh my God, I sounded terrible. Ever since I got set back down, my camera's not in a good angle. I don't like where it's. That, you know what? The mystery unboxing, that is like weird, in my opinion. Yeah, well, I think Nouvelle, like Dr. Strang said yesterday in the briefing, he says like the numbers haven't been accurate because of the backup. So he said you're going to see a spike in numbers, but don't be alarmed because those are like from test results. Like I know a person, they've been waiting since Tuesday for their test results. So yeah, she sounds like she's what? See how Kohana is speaking to me. Sounds like she's yelling. Well, you didn't say hello to her, did you? So they're saying that we had 148 new ones today, Joseph. So we'll see how that goes. We'll see, because just right now they're finally getting the backlog worked on and getting the data entry in correctly. So our public health chief medical officer for Nova Scotia said that yesterday, that there will be like a big spike in numbers until they get, and then it will level off again. I was multitasking yesterday because I was moderating Ken's stream while listening to the premier and chief medical officer. Yeah, I guess my neighborhood is they're setting up like testing down the street, because they're saying like, because there's cases in the area, but they're not saying where. So oh, O'Brien, you have to make things up, boy. You gotta make it up to Kohana. You don't want to have a salty lady in the corner. Hello. Okay. I love reading the chats. I won't repeat a lot of them out there. Oh, I have a new person. How do I say your name? Is it Grifferchin? Hello. I'm trying to say your name. Our waterfront, you can't put tents or anything like that. I can call you Joe. Okay, I'll call you Joe. Hey, Joe. I'm noticing, well, the last time I was downtown, I did notice tents in front of the old library where the night court is. And they have a couple of those little shelters. And then down across the street from Public Gardens, there's like a little park there called Victoria Park, and I thought I saw little tents there one time. Yeah, he, whippy dude. He, like, I sent him an Instagram message while he was still streaming, because I just said, like, because yesterday I was, like, totally stressed out, and I was like, I'm sorry if I was getting really mod in the chats and stuff, right? And I said I apologize if I was a little too aggressive, like timing people out and whatnot. And then I said, holy crap, that guy. And he goes, he tried to grab the gimbal. That's what he was trying to do. He tried to grab onto the gimbal, and that's when Ken came back with like the best comeback ever. So it's just like, you know, April was not a good month for live streaming for the boys. And I won't jinx myself. But usually when I do live stream, I will go, I'll take kiddo with me. Yeah, it was just at the end. He was just like waiting at the at an intersection of Young and Carlton, and just waiting for the light, and he was just like, you know, talking to us like I'm talking to you guys right now. And all of a sudden some guy goes, "Don't put me on camera," and he said it as he was walking in front of the camera. So Ken just basically said, "Hey, you know, then don't walk in front of the camera." And then I was, "Oh, like, I'll fucking hit you," or something like that. And he grabbed, like, you could see the camera shake. And next thing you know, Ken had the, like, what was that? Like, "Don't touch me, man, I'll fucking knock you out." And I was like, yes! Yes! I was all excited. I was like, yay, violence. In all seriousness, would you close the causeway? I'm a Cape Bretoner in Ottawa. No, because I wouldn't close the causeway. Like right now, it's more Halifax that's that is the hot spot in the whole province. But there's no travel coming in from any other province. Unless you can show at the border when you're coming in, or at the airport, you can show that you have a permanent address here, then they will turn you away. They're like Rankin, our Premier Rankin, he just cracked down on that. He goes, like, if you don't show proof that you have a residence or a job here in Nova Scotia and you're just, you know, thinking you can come back to visit your family, not coming in. Yeah, I think a lot of people are on edge. And Grace, I did see that he said to call him Joe. I mean, I was on edge yesterday because it was like, it was raining, it was windy, we were, you know, stuck at home, we were eating potato chips and chocolate. Oh, geez, everything went. I wonder why your name doesn't appear in blue anymore in a live stream. If it's my live stream, it's mine. I'm not a moderator. But when I'm in first world problems, hair getting stuck in lip gloss. If I'm on Ken's stream, I'm a moderator, so you're going to see the blue and the wrench. And the same with Johnny's 2 channels. I'm a mod there too. Hi, Indira. Yeah, it's hard because right now they're saying for funerals, you know, besides the officiant, you can have, like, you know, no more than, like, I think 5 people, but you're not allowed to do viewings. You're not allowed to have, like, a reception after the funeral. Like, once it's done, go, bye. But, yeah. I have lip gloss on, so the wind blew and my hair got stuck in it. Oh. I got my Charlie's Angels hair happening today. Yeah, I've been just, I don't know, just not being able to go anywhere or do anything. It's starting to affect me now. And I'm just like, ooh, no amount of contour is going to get rid of this. I don't know, I can tell that I've gained weight and I don't like it. So I'm itching to get back out and get walking and take you guys along with me and everything. And then I had a hater yesterday on one of my videos. And it was funny because I responded to him and I said, thank you for your feedback, because he basically said Halifax is a dump. He goes, oh, Halifax, what a dump. And I was like, well, thank you for your feedback. I can't control what my city looks like, and I'm sorry that you don't like the look of my city. And, you know, and I said, you know, if you don't have to watch it. I'm not holding a gun to your forehead to watch my videos. And I said, instead of making, like, rude comments and trolling on people. And he came back, I'm not trolling. He goes, Halifax used to have a lot of classy people. Now all I see are people that look like they came out of prison with all the tattoos and the piercings and everything. And I'm just like, dude, you're generalizing a lot of people. I have tattoos. I have piercings. And I'm classy as fuck. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, I know. I shouldn't beat myself up to stress eating and gaining a little bit of weight, but it's just, it shows on me just because, you know, I'm not tall. I'm not tall and willowy like my sister or Mark or anything. I'm just short and round. Yeah, the guys that are doing that with their cars, I always think that it's just, you know, I will always be polite when I get the, if I get people that are a little rude in my comments and stuff, like, I will respond just to, you know, just to do that, but I'm not going to feed the trolls. I'll just say, thank you for your opinion. I can't control what you're complaining about, but thank you for letting me know. GXC, UK, hello. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm just waiting for test results. Kiddo and I, my son and I, we had to go on Thursday afternoon to go get COVID tests because we were on a bus that was exposed. So ever since we had our tests, we've been locked up in the apartment. This is like, yesterday I wanted to come out onto the balcony, but it was raining and it was windy and it was gross. So we sat and watched YouTube and ate potato chips and chocolate and Diet Dr. Pepper. I know, totally like ruins it, but I like the taste. Yeah, there's a few more cars coming out on Barrington Street below me. I'm wait till the motorcycles come. Those guys think they're really cool. So it's been a weird week for me. But I even gained like what, almost 60 subscribers since I got to 1,000. Like, I'm up to like 1,058. Like, how did that happen? Really fast. Like, it seems like once I hit the 1,000, my count, my people, my new lovelies have been growing like exponentially, like, since then. Oh, it's 11 o'clock, Grace. Oh my goodness, I'd be like asleep by now if it was when it's that time. Go to sleep, and you know, hopefully I will put out a video this week really soon. Hell, the moment I find out my test results, I'm live streaming. I don't care. I'll be like, let's go, we're gonna go, and we'll eat something. I don't know. Oh, you have followers on Word? Yes, I forgot you linked me and all that stuff. Many lighthouses nearby. There's one on McNabb's Island, which hasn't been, it's not really open to the public, but there is one at the mouth of the harbor on that side of the harbor, and on the other side of the island where Devil's Island was, which was in my March Patreon video, or I released it a couple weeks ago. There's a lighthouse on there. But if I can get to Peggy's Cove, I'm going to show you the lighthouse. It's like the lighthouse. Anytime you see a picture of Nova Scotia, you're going to see this lighthouse on the rocks. Hi, Peter Stock. How are you? I think Halifax, yes, Maroof. I love my city. I do. We're a small city, you know. Oh yeah, and the one on George's Island. I keep forgetting that. But yeah, I think Halifax is nice. Halifax and Dartmouth. Oh, frog in my throat. You know, I try to like showcase a little bit of like all the different types of neighborhoods here. You know, downtown, the waterfront, all these places. I go over to Dartmouth and show you over there. Yeah. I think it would be really cool if there was somebody up in Cape Breton doing walking videos. That'd be really neat, because then they can do like, especially if they were up like and around like Sydney, because then they could do Sydney, North Sydney, Waterford, go into Dominion, go into Glace Bay, like all those areas, because they're all so like close together. Oh yeah, my nails match my shirt. And I think that would be really, really cool. Yeah, I'm hoping to get out to Peggy's Cove really soon, and maybe doing like little day trips to go to like Mahone Bay as well, or Chester, Lunenburg, even going down on the South Shore down to Liverpool and all those places. I think that would be really fun. I'm just watching these two dogs just caught my eye at the end. They're in the little area where they have to go do doggy doo-doo stuff, and they're just jumping around and playing. It's just cute. But hopefully I'll get outside of the city and just show you a little bit more. I had planned last week to go to my hometown. Susan, you come down for the lobster rolls and the fish and chips and the views. There's a place actually over in Woodside, just up from the ferry, that has probably the best fish and chips in the whole city. And it's just like this little rinky-dink hole-in-the-wall thing. Hi, Andrew Sherwood, a £2. £2. A £2 super sticker. No, Kohana, feel better. This is me. You know, I mean, I still have to take medicine every day, but, you know, this is what's keeping me sane. I like talking to you guys and everything. You guys keep me sane. Even in the chats, like, I may be quiet and lurking in the chats when I'm modding, but I'm reading all the conversations and laughing and having, like, chuckles and stuff like that. And eye-rolling when people do, like, the conspiracy theories. I'm like, oh. Oh, thanks, GXC. I'm very fortunate where I live. I mean, I love traveling. You know, I have the travel bug in me. Growing up, I was Mom and Dad used to go on Sunday drives, and since I'm the baby of the family, I mean, there's 4 years between my brother and myself, and 5.5 years between my older sister and I. So they were already older when it came to the time, like, we're going for a drive, come with us. And I'm like, okay, because I'd get ice cream and rub it in when I got home to my older siblings. But I got to know what my province looked like just by going on Sunday drives for hours upon hours with Mom and Dad, and it was great. And then we used to drive all the way down to Massachusetts every summer to go visit my aunt and uncle and my 2 little cousins, and they lived outside of Boston, so we used to do all that. So I love traveling, and I've been to Europe a few times. Yeah. Fans, I've done my apartment tour. My apartment's kind of a little bit on the, well, my room's a mess, and Mark just vacuumed the floor before I did this. So, but no, not while I'm in isolation, because I have, like, garbage bags that I can't even take down to the dumpster because I'm not allowed out of my apartment. So no, not tonight. I'm not going to do an apartment tour. Maybe one of these days I might do a video of my apartment and make it like a vlog and say, this is my apartment. This is like 900 square feet of whatever. I don't know if you offended her or not, Nouvelle. I know she's very particular about caps and emojis in chats. Doesn't bother me. You know, if somebody wants to do all caps, sometimes, you know, I've done it where I've hit the button by accident when I'm typing. Ooh, if I do an apartment tour video, do you think I'll get thirsty comments too? I hope so. I hope so. I want the thirsty comments. Those were, oh, you need a woman to cook for you. I'll cook for you. I'll clean for you too. It's like totally putting the women's movement back like 50 years or more. You never know. Unless some of the girls want to give me thirst comments, I'm all for it. At this point in the pandemic, I'll take whatever I can get. Oh gosh. I went to the Mahone Bay Scarecrow Festival a long time ago, a few years back and everything, and it was really fun. And I've been to the one in Windsor when they do like the pumpkin people in the fall. That's okay, fans. If I do an apartment tour, I want the thirst comments from everybody. Especially if the guys say, hey, I'll cook you breakfast. I'll do your dishes. Oh, you want me to vacuum your floor? Those are thirst comments for me. Or, do you want a back rub? That's it for me. See? Shack happy. Cabin fever. I mean, it's only been, what, 2 days and I'm going nuts already. Stuck in my apartment. I can't even go out anywhere. Rent came out today. Well, technically, it will come out on Monday because it's the 1st and everything. So I'm just like, oh. I was planning on getting a girthy burrito for supper tonight for Kiddo and I from the burrito place. I don't think that's happening. I don't know. Like, we'll see about that for tomorrow. I mean, somebody thinks that they can beat me at rap battle. Miss Techniques T, if you're in the chat. Not gonna happen. Granted, I went easy last week on Johnny with rap battle because he was looking like, he looked like shit and he was tired. No offense if you're watching this, if you're lurking. I mean, yeah. And I'm just like, okay, I won't get savage. Whippy dude. Technically, they're supposed to be amalgamated, but Dartmouth still sees itself as a separate city, and I get that. I get that. I still see Dartmouth as a separate city. I don't see it as part of Halifax, and neither does Gloria McCluskey. John Mack. We'll see. Right now, my thirst needs are my Starbucks tumbler filled with water. Yeah, he gets raunchy on the rap battle. I mean, I did the other night with like my second opponent when I was up against, I forget who it was. My first one, yeah, Uber Eats a burrito. I would, but you know, rent's coming out. I can't touch that. So if people want to give me a burrito for my supper tonight, you can always super chat, but you're not obligated to. Oh my word, John Mack, I'm old enough to be your mother. Too young, too young. My hard limit for younger than me is 38. Nope, you're only 5 years older than my son. Sorry. What's going on down there? There's something going on. My flag got all messed up. Oh, can't have that with my Nova Scotia flag. There. How about older? Depends on how old. I usually don't stray past, cause see, I'm like mid to late 40s, so I would probably say maybe like 55. Depends. They gotta have all their teeth if they're gonna be older than me, and like I'm very particular. 60. It depends. I've seen some guys that are 60 that look, well, a hell of a lot better than 25-year-olds. All depends. Age is just a number. Beer fishing in a bucket from the balcony. Slot Ranger, are you hitting on me? I don't mind bald. I only used to play Quiplash. I only used to play Quiplash when he called me fans buses, but I ran out of answers. Yeah, I don't like the well, yeah, I don't want to have to babysit the young ones, and I don't want to teach them anything. Uh-oh, who's this? A walking woman dudette. I thought it was walking girl. Okay. You went looking for a sailor in Port Credit. Do they even have sailors up there? In Port Credit. Alright, who's this walking lady, walking woman dudette? Yeah, I'm not one for babysitting or teaching the young'uns things. I want somebody who knows what they're doing. Oh my god, why are we talking about stuff like this? I keep looking over because, like, I hear voices, but it's over at the other building. Yeah, we better look up on Walmart under Dudette's and see if we can find Dudette's face on the Walmart website. Hey, Ivan's Bikes. Yeah, that's probably Walking Man Dude's sister. I didn't know he had a sister. Oh my god, they procreated the family even more. Hey, Calyx. At the freezer aisle. When I was a kid, we sang Farewell to Nova Scotia in school. I think, well, that's, everybody sang that down here. Or Out on the Myra. And everything, yeah. Out on the Myra is more of a Cape Breton song. It's all talking about the Myra River. Alright, fans, buses, you better play Quiplash. I had a hard time last week getting onto Quiplash, but I'm always getting onto the rap battle. Always. Ooh, media monitor, that's a good one. Excuse me, maybe Walking Man Dude is really Walking Woman Dudette is Walking Man in drag? It could be. Oh, that drives me nuts, Susan, because there was one night I couldn't get into rap battle, and there were two people, and they didn't even rap, and I'm just like, I was back here, I was on my couch, and I was cursing and yelling at the TV, and I'm just like, and I think Johnny heard me. I think he did, because he goes, all right, next game, Bev's in. I don't care, she's getting in. And I was like, yes. He heard me. He could hear me from halfway across the country. Yeah, it drives me nuts when they get into Quiplash and they don't play it, or they use safety quips. Like, that's the wimpy way. That's the wimpy way. Look, I always take naps on Sundays. Like, I'll get up my normal time. I'll do my usual thing, whatever I'm going to be doing. And then probably around like 4 in the afternoon or something, I take a nap, get up around 6 or 7, and then go. Ooh. I have a feeling it's someone we know who it is, someone with jealousy issues. You might have to DM me on the Instagram, and because oh, 8:30 in the morning. Yeah, it's hard because there have been times, this is why I've been taking naps lately, so I can stay up until like 1 or 2. So many unintentional innuendos in this chat. Really, media monitor? I'm so good. I'm an angel. I'm not sure about real estate prices in Halifax. Oh, thank you. I figured I'd throw in a couple little beach waves. Just do something different. And I put my contacts in. See, I'm not wearing my my glasses. I put my contacts in just to feel extra cute tonight. Neighbors are blasting music from their cars. Yeah, there's a lot. I hear beer cans blowing in the wind on somebody's patio. It's getting cool out here now. And the water looks really dark, just the way that the clouds are. Attention seekers. See, you guys got me all looking at my hair now. I'm just reading the chats. Oh, see, I haven't been paying attention to real estate prices because I'm poor. I'm poor. I live off the generosity of others. I'm up on the 13th floor media monitor. I don't know, did you see it earlier when I showed everybody the view of what I'm looking at right now? I'm pretty high up. And this is like an old apartment building that I'm in too. It's older than me. And I'm old. I'm ancient. Yeah, we had hey, Kayden. Kayden. I always just want to say it as one word, if that's all right. I don't know. Yeah, that wind. We had a little bit too because it blew open like the screen door on my patio. Oh, you want to see the view? Okay, hold on. So I'm using my gimbal. And I'm holding on to it really tight. So you guys, whoops, sorry. See the view again. Oh, crack my bones. There we go. Look at that. Doesn't that kind of look a little on the ominous side? Like the water got right dark. Hey Monica and Jay, New Jersey. Welcome to my live stream. I don't know if you were in my live stream the other night, but I did see you in Johnny's. And I try to get back to all your comments. So that's looking towards the downtown. Yeah, it looks like it could be could be raining somewhere over in the dark side. I don't know. Walking Man Dudette or Walking Woman Dudette posted on Ryan Rides. Geez, they're getting around. If that's a woman and she's getting around, she's luckier than me. Yeah, it could be raining over there. All right. There we go. I'm gonna sit down in my comfy chair. Look at this. I'm just like holding the camera right now until I can. Oh. We don't need to go down like that. It's sunny in the part where you are. You must be up over a hill. There we go. There we go. Yeah, it looks like there's rain someplace. It could be, it looks like it's over by like Cole Harbor area, like over the hill past that I can see. So I'm wondering if it's like in the Cole Harbor area. You're not in the Cole Harbor area, are you, New Valley Cuss? Not saying that I need to know where you live, but you know. You went on a cruise in 1999 with Hurricane Floyd and came to Halifax. How did you like Halifax besides the hurricane? I kind of remember that hurricane. I mean, I was a little younger. Okay, you're near Burnside, so you're not near Cole Harbor, because it looks like it could be Cole Harbor. That looks like it could be raining, and over by Shearwater. So Walking Woman Dudette. Looks like we have a copycat. Yeah, I'm hoping to get out to Peggy's Cove soon. As soon as I can get out of my apartment and I can actually travel, because it's still in my municipality. I got a hair in my lip. Okay, there it is. We're allowed to stay in our municipality, but I'm in the biggest municipality in the province. So I just want to stick around to the city for now until I can get out to Peggy's Cove, and then I'm going to do a walking video out there before all the tour buses go out. That way I can show you guys like all the cool stuff around here. I got a glare on my screen. I don't know why. reflection, I guess. It's funny because it seems like the chat's kind of like petered off, and then all of a sudden they're just going to go right up right fast. So how's everybody's week? This has been a crazy week in Halifax. Do city buses go to Peggy's Cove? No, they don't. The buses that I'm talking about are like, you know, the tour buses that the cruise ship people take. They'll take people on their day excursions from the cruise ships that come into the city and take them out for the day if they wanted to go out there. Then there's like other bus tours from like all over Eastern Canada and the United States that come up and do tours. Yeah, it's fun going to Peggy's Cove and jumping rock to rock and everything. Walking woman dudette. Bye for now, Miss Bevy. I need to edit my video. Stay safe and be naughty. Oh, naughty. I'm never naughty. Does Halifax have places like Canada's Wonderland or the CNE? Hi, Everest. No. There used to be Upper Clements Park, which is about 2 hours away from here. Used to be, the government used to own it, and it was a really, like, it was an amusement park. And everything. It opened up in the 80s, and I think it just closed down like a couple of years ago. So it's like an abandoned place now, and it's kind of creepy. And out at Exhibition Park in the fall, they do the Maritime Fall Fair, and they would set up like the great big midways and everything else like that. And then Truro, for about a week in August, they do the provincial exhibition, but we don't have like a set amusement park anymore. So, what's a live stream without sirens? It's an ambulance. It's the EHS. I'm getting a little chilly out here. What? Oh, that was one little motorcycle. Yeah, see, the Vancouver has the PNE, the Pacific National. There's the Canadian. I don't know, like, it would be nice if we had like a permanent place for that. Like Exhibition Park is really, it's just a couple buildings out in an industrial park, and it's not all exciting or anything like that. Not like how Toronto has like the CNE and everything, which I must say I do like that. Nova Scotia Avenue is like one of the longest streets on the exhibition grounds. Just saying, we got one of the longest ones. Look, I was all excited. What was it? Johnny's, what was it? Was it his members video? I think it was his members video that he had for Patreon, because if you're not a Patreon member, you don't get to see these videos until later on. There was a Nova Scotia car that drove past him, and I was just like, yes! It's probably somebody that's military. That's my old business. What was your old business, Peter? You sold a carnival. Which carnival did you have? I might have to go inside. It just like got really cold, and I don't want to because it's like nice out, but the wind's picked up. Oh, decisions. And I don't know where Kiddo is. He's in his room and his window's shut, so I can't even yell over to his window to say, come help me take my stuff inside. I remember like just hearing about the old take us with you and get a jacket. Well, I'm wearing a sweater. Hold on. Yeah, come with me. We're gonna go do something. Ugh. Ow, I just pinched my finger on the tripod. Oh, there's my nose. I don't mean you to like look up my nose. There we go. Let's go inside for a sec. I'm getting cold. Oh, you could hear me?
I just wanted to stay close by.
Oh. Okay. Oh, it's warm in here. You know what? Would you be able to get my stuff from out there? I'm just going to set up here in the kitchen. Yeah. That's my setup. Look, my air fryer and my vacuum is all in there. My company was Stocks Greater Midway Shows. Yeah, I'm just gonna move to the table where the bananas are. Oh my gosh, it got really cold. Then I step inside and it's like nice and warm. Oh, yeah. Let's turn on the light. All right. Oh my gosh, I didn't realize how cold it is out here. There we go. Blinded by the light. There we go. So you guys are propped, my camera's propped up right next to the bananas. I got Kiddo's dad. He went to the grocery store for me. Thank you, Bubba.
Oh, no problem.
You want to say hi to everybody?
Hi, everyone.
Yeah. There we go. Why does it look like I got bags under my eyes? I'm getting too much sleep. I think that's what it is. He needs his hair cut too, so I think at some point during our little isolation I'm gonna do whatchamacallit, give him a haircut. Right, Mark?
Pardon?
Haircut?
When?
I don't know, maybe tomorrow? He's grumbling. Hey, Action BJ, you're back. Yeah, designer bags. These are my Kate Spades. Well, this is the Kate Spade. And this is my Gucky. That's my goal. If I ever go to Toronto, I'm doing the Kate Spade in Yorkville. I know that there's one at the Eaton Centre, but I want to see that one at Yorkville because it looks like such a cute little store. A live stream haircut. Maybe. Oh, he's got his Cliff Bar now. A live stream haircut. That'd be, I don't know how I would have that all set up that you guys could see that. That'd be fun though. Yeah, when you annoy a teenager, it's really fun. You'll hear it sometimes in some of the videos. They'll be like, how you doing, buddy? Fine, mama. And you can hear it going through the teeth. Hey, Andrea. How are you? We had spicy chicken strips today for our mid-afternoon. I don't know, I was getting hungry like around 3 o'clock, so I ended up cooking up chicken strips from the Superstore. Throw that in with some buffalo sauce, give it a shake. Oh, so good, so good. So that's what we had for like our snack. So at some point, I'll have to get something for supper. Burrito maybe. We can do a burrito fund for tonight only. One night only. They're actually good. We get them in the deli section, like at the grocery store. Like, I mean, we call it the Superstore, but it's Loblaws. Yeah, they're usually right there when you first walk in the deli sections there, and you get like a dozen of them for like $10, and they're cold, and then that's fine. Oh, you're waiting for pizza delivery. We had pizza last night. Pizza was Friday night pizza. So his dad went and ordered the pizza and picked it up and then knocked on the door and left it down on the floor. So when I opened up the door, he's like halfway down the hall and I'm like, thank you. So, but yeah, Susan, those chicken strips are actually really good. They're really good. Down here, if they're cold, you don't have to pay tax. But if they're still warm, like if you go up to the counter and just get like a thing of the chicken tenders, then there's tax on them. But if you buy them cold, but that's how it is down here. You should post a video of tips for cutting hair and show us how to do it. Yes, I could. I should do that. I don't know. Not to give yourself a bowl cut and do weird things to your hair and try to give yourself a fade. See, and I'm like, when I used to do hair, I used to like doing men's haircuts. Those are my jam. Those are my jam because they're easy. I can whip them out in like 15-20 minutes. Yeah, I do the whole little shop the clearance at the Superstore too. Hey, Luke Evans. Bevy does tarot readings in lockdown. Maybe. The pizza guy will receive a good tip for work. Yeah, anytime like that I do, like if I have to do Uber or skip the dishes or anything like that, I will make sure that I give them, like I'll tip them pretty good. What's hung? Oh, I had, I try to change it up each season for those little command hooks. For the winter, I had like winter pictures up. I just have to find something for the spring. Last year I had up like my big summer hats, like the big brimmed hats, and I had a white one and I had a pink one and everything. More sirens. What is a lobster roll? A lobster roll, they just take the lobster meat. Mostly it's like the best kinds are usually from like the claws, the front claws, and mix it in with like a little bit of celery, some mayonnaise, salt and pepper and everything, and they just throw it into like a crusty bun, like a great big like sub bun or like Kaiser bun, and just have that, and they're really, really good. What do they sell at Canadian Tire? Canadian Tire first started out as an automotive store, so they still have like an automotive section. It's quite huge. You can get hiking and camping supplies, sports equipment. They have a great big huge section in at Christmas time where you can get like Christmas trees, because that's where I got mine a couple years ago, and it was on, I got like a 7-foot Christmas tree pre-lit. Cleaning supplies, you name it, they have everything there. But it's more like a, say if you were down in the States, it's kind of like a, I want to say almost like a Home Depot type of thing, something like that. You just can't buy plywood or anything like that, but you can buy like all your fixtures. It's mostly like there's a lot of automotive stuff. Right. Yeah, that was a siren. There was an ambulance earlier, so I'm thinking that might be another one. Oh yeah, bikes. Look at this, I got this one piece of hair. Yeah, you can get your bicycles there. It's funny because I grew up, my dad worked at Home Hardware. He worked at their distribution center outside of Truro, and that serviced all of Eastern Canada from Quebec all the way over to Newfoundland. And he always went to Canadian Tire. Lobster rolls in Toronto cost about $25. You can get a lobster supper here at restaurants. They're usually around that same price, and they give you like the tiny little lobsters, like the little, I think they're like the canners, and it's the market lobsters that are the bigger ones. But a maritime tradition down here during lobster season is to go to a church basement and have a lobster supper there, and they're usually about $10. And you get your lobster, you get your coleslaw with it, and you get your bib, everything that you need to have like that. I heard a lot, well, our helicopters aren't orange, they're red and blue, but I heard a few of them the other day too. I can see them, I can see the hospital from my apartment. No, in Ontario, Slot Ranger, that's the hospital. That's the helicopter ambulances. We have them, yeah, ours are red and blue for emergency health down here, EHS. And I can see them flying right in onto the, whatchamacallit, onto the roof of the hospital. You have a cottage in Newfoundland? That's pretty cool. I've never been to Newfoundland. See, it's pronounced Newfoundland, not Newfoundland. And the people of Newfoundland do not like to be called Newfies anymore because they think it's a derogatory name, because people just automatically assumes that people from Newfoundland are stupid. and that they're dumb fishermen, and really they're not. And that's my little itty bitty rant. Oh, you're next to Toronto Western. So you're out near Dufferin, like that area. I think that's where it is. I'm trying to remember. Mark's being really quiet. It's almost lobster season here. Oh, Dundas and Bathurst. It's Bathurst, that's it. I went too far. Lobster season for the Northumberland Strait, which goes between northern Nova Scotia and PEI, that strip of water that you see. That should be coming up pretty soon. Hey, Michelle Breaks. I didn't know that Ryan Rides had a live stream. I didn't get a notification, and I have the bell turned on to get the notifications for Ryan. Ryan's birthday is tomorrow, if anybody needs to know that. So if we see him tomorrow in any of Johnny's like streams, we're all gonna like yell at him in all caps. It will drive Tech Needs Tea nuts, but we'll all do it all in caps and say happy birthday to Ryan. I've never been to Newfoundland, and I want to go to Newfoundland. I want to get screeched in. I want to kiss the cad and get my screech. Excuse me. Hope Johnny sings. Do you realize I'm the only person he's ever sang happy birthday to? Not once, twice. Just saying. Just saying. Hey, Jaceel. I bet you now I'm going to get a rush of people because they were all over at Ryan Rides. Yeah, I totally want to go to Newfoundland someday. I want to go hiking through Grossmorn National Park and everything, so I think that would be really cool. What do you like food-wise in Halifax with cider, of course? So everybody knows that I love my cider. I would be a bad Haligonian if I said I didn't want a donair with my cider. But I am very good with any type of burgers, like go to Crave Burger or like places like that. I love a good pub. So, no, he was sober. He was out doing a live stream out in, oh gosh, where was he? It was on my birthday. He was looking at a new like subway station. Well, it wasn't new, but they had just like got it for Mississauga could get their transit in there. I want to say Kipling. He was out there, so he just happened to, and I said, hey, it's my birthday. You're streaming on my birthday. So he sang happy birthday. He sang it once in his tinny voice, which was okay. It was nice. The thought was there. And then somebody said, oh, Dylan Reynolds wants to sing happy birthday to you. So he did it. Was it Islington? I thought it was Kipling. I thought it was Kipling Station. Because that was the night that somebody had jumped. There was a jumper. Thank you, Michelle Briggs. But yeah, then he did it in Dylan Reynolds' voice. And that was it. Hey, Michael Gray. How are you doing? I got the notification, but you came on. And you were with the boss. Ooh, finishing up a pizza oven. Oh, I'm getting warm now. I was outside, Michael Gray, or anybody else who's just joining who jumped over from Ryan Rides. I was outside on the balcony, but the wind picked up and it was getting a little cool. And even though I have a t-shirt on, which I do, I had a sweater on over it. So yeah. So I don't know what that noise was. So, I don't know, did I lose? Nope, not my earrings. Yes, I like the deep tones of Barry White. Luke, no. Once you become like a regular of Johnny's, you know that Saturday nights are his UFC or MMA. He takes Saturday nights off from streaming and he just watches the fights on TV. Yeah, it was a little chilly. It sounded like, but there's no buttons. So you guys heard that too. I don't know what it was. Something fell. It wasn't my earring. Ooh. I heard you put away your goose. So if there's anybody that just like jumped over to me after Ryan rides, I do have channel memberships now. Just got them. I activated them today. I set them all up yesterday, but then it has to get approved like for the different levels. So I tried to keep my levels on par with my Patreon. So for the same price, you're going to get the same things as Patreon, but I know some people don't like doing Patreon. So I do have channel memberships for those who are interested. And I can send like private messages, not really private, but members only posts here on YouTube now. This is all new to me, so I'm just like, oh, wow, I can do that. So that's kind of cool. Ooh, the light came on behind me. Oh, really? Well, I had this walking woman dudette thing. I don't know what it was or who it was. They slid into my chat here too. So I was just like, it's kind of weird. I don't know. I'll have to Google search them or something. Hey, Janet. Whippy dude, I tried to keep my channel membership at the same price points as Patreon. Like, there's some people that don't want to do Patreon. It's just a way to support the channel and help out. But there's some people that don't have like a Patreon account or anything, and you know, go through the rigmarole of signing up for that. So what I did, I became eligible for channel membership, so I did that. And with channel membership too, I can do private live streams with just exclusive for channel members. I know that that's what Action Kid's going to be doing now, ever since what happened the other night on his live stream with that asshat who threatened him. So he sent out hey, Techniques T, we were talking about you earlier. It was all good stuff, really. He sent out a notification today for his members that certain tiers are going to be able to watch the live stream live, and then afterwards he's going to have it as a replay. I think they do, but for me, like, they've been, you know, like, they'll always take like the 30% with YouTube, but I'm in the same boat, like, really, with Johnny, because they'll promote me and they'll, you know, put me in a recommended list of channels and things like that. So, I mean, it's still like small. 30% isn't much. If they were going to be taking 70%, then I wouldn't be doing it. And I think even Patreon takes a little bit of stuff too as well. So, you know, you always have to pay the coin. Nothing is for free. Action Kid was doing, he had like I think it was like a 6-hour live stream, and he went everywhere. And towards the end of it, he was just sitting down having like his drink. He was thirsty. He was drinking some like lemonade or whatever, just talking. And some dude who, he was in a video like 3 years ago, something really stupid, and he just never got over it from something that happened 3 years ago, that Action Kid said something about him in a video because he just happened to be walking by. And Buddy was like, delete that video. And I'm just like, And yeah, and he made him delete a video from 3 years ago out of his feed, and then wanted him to delete the live stream. So he took the camera, he took it off the guy's face, and basically the guy, you know, said like, you better watch yourself because you'll be out walking and you're not even gonna know. And I'm just, you know, basically threatened him, and I'm just like, scary. So what he did, he sent out a notification if you're any of his pandas, if you're a red panda level or higher, I think, or maybe red panda is his highest level, he's going to do live streams strictly for them as a private live stream. And then after he's finished the live stream, he will upload it for everybody else. So, and he's going to be doing that. But when you have YouTube channel membership, apparently you can now, like if I wanted to do like a members only live stream, I could. and like do stuff like just for members only. Something to think about down the road. I get Action Kid doing that for his safety, because holy crap, like I was sitting there like biting my nails. Like this guy was like really like unhinged, and it was kind of freaky. Yeah. Well, he was accusing, this is what got me. He was accusing Kenneth of being racist and calling Oriental people names. And I'm like, why would a person who is a, like, you know, a person of color or a visible minority call another person who's the same race the same thing? Like, it doesn't make sense. And again, the guy was just nuts. Like, the guy was just like cuckoo for cuckoo puff or Cocoa Puffs, you know what I mean? He was like a little touched. So I don't know what this guy's issue was, but he like held a grudge for 3 years. Like, really? 3 years, and you're like waiting to see? No. Bebby don't have time for that. Hey, Bubba.
What's up, Mama?
Oh, hold on. There you are. Look at the hair. Look at the hair. What do you think of that? His little white boy fro. Fans are saying hi to you. Is that your iPad? Yep, that's your iPad. Alrighty. And I know that there's another YouTuber, I won't say who, they do a lot now just with their channel members of doing live streams just for them and them only. But they're doing it to be more on the exclusionary instead of doing it for like safety reasons. Yeah, he was like, oh, you have me in here. You have me in your videos, you better pay me. Give me some money. And I'm just like, dude, you did nothing. Like, for him to, that was ballsy. That was really ballsy of him to, like, try to tell him, like, trying to put the heat on him to get paid for, like, what, maybe 2 seconds from a video from 3 years ago? Like, come on, dude. I mean, yeah. Yeah, exactly, Michelle. Exactly. It's just for a safety thing. So he's just doing it for certain, like his highest tiered of his viewers. And then once the live stream is over with, it will just go right back and be for the public after that. It's just that, yeah, he just doesn't want like crazy folk knowing where exactly he's streaming in case, you know, if Buddy had friends. I don't know who would want to be that guy's friend, but you know. It is kind of risky. Like most of the time, like, well, if I wasn't in quarantine today or self-isolation, I'd be out. He would be with me. I usually try to take kiddo with me when I am out streaming. And if I am by myself, I'll make sure I'm streaming near people that I know live in the area. And now that I have my pocket too, I can keep my phone in one hand, pocket in the other. And if I have to like call somebody or text them while I'm like saying, hey, can I come over? I got somebody following me. I'm in your neighborhood. Then I will, just to be on the safe side. Like I made sure that I, you know, can do that. I think he was when he was around in Boston. I didn't see all of his Boston streams, but yeah. Yeah, we both carry phones. We always have phones with us. Like even the other day when we were going out so I can film my Patreon video. If anybody who's a Patreon, you saw it. Thank you. It was in the woods. It was a thing, but we were on the bus and this really sketchy girl came onto the bus. I mean, no underwear. She had a really bad Walmart weave that looked like it was just run through like the river. It was disgusting. It wasn't even sitting on her head straight. She was a little bit unhinged and no underwear on, and her pants were down past her butt. So I got to see this white girl's big old booty, and she plopped her butt down on this, like across the aisle from kiddo and I, started coughing. She had her mask on, but still coughed. And then she, I don't know, she looked over and she goes, "Oh, I need to call my old man. Do you have a phone?" And I'm like, "No." Then she looked at Mark and he goes, "Nope." Yeah, Walmart weave. You know what I'm talking about? Those little $9.99 things that you, oh, it was horrible. It was horrible. Then she kept getting up and she went to every person on the bus asking for their phone so she could use it. And I'm just like, no, it's a pandemic. But even if it wasn't a pandemic, I'm not lending you my phone because you might steal it. And no. So I thought that was really weird. I think he's a little bit more cautious now because of what happened last month of what he's doing. And I think he's, because we can't see, like when he's live streaming, when he has the camera there, I don't think, we can't see him looking over his shoulder, and looking at every person that's walking past and making that eye contact with them. I mean, that's what I do. I make eye contact with every person that walks past me. Yeah, there are a lot of crazies. Hello, Canada Walks. How are you? Welcome to my quarantine self-isolation stream. I was outside on the balcony, but the wind picked up. Oh yes. Oh yes, he did. Mark just went into his room. And I think he's going to be watching YouTube in his room on his PlayStation. Yeah, we don't mention him on my stream. But yeah, I knew who you were talking about. It was very tacky and very déclassé of somebody to do that. Yeah, so Mark's in his room. He's watching YouTube probably on his PlayStation. Yeah, like where I am, like if you're in the neighborhood, like if you're in Halifax, with me being out on my balcony, if you're local to the area, you know where I live. But for people that aren't from the area, you probably don't know. My teapot is, that is my Ray Dunn. Oh yeah, did I ever show you guys? Hold on. Look at that. It says steep, and I got the sugar bowl now. See? And this is where I have like some hot chocolate. The one in the smaller bottle is just regular carnation hot chocolate, and the one in the bigger one is PC the Decadent, so it's like the coffee or like the cookies. And I have my little love plates and the nibbles. So these are all Ray Dunn. I got these at HomeSense or Winners, and if you're an American, TJ Maxx or Home Goods. Ugh, hold on. And I don't have hold on. There we go. Oh, geez. I'm still working on that one. I'm still working on my collection. Every time I'm trying to find a mom cup. Like a mug. Right now I just have Play and Enjoy because I found those on a clearance rack. Yeah, that cream would probably hold, not a liter. It's probably about 500 mils, so half a liter. Half a liter. So, yeah, like you can get a whole bunch of stuff. Like I don't do the seasonals unless it's Halloween and I want like the Practical Magic ones or the black cups that will have like Boo or stuff like that. A ghost image for a second. Ooh. Oh, good night, Maroof. You're coming back to your place. Is Ramadan finished, Maroof? How have I been? Stressed. That's why I lurk in the chats. I lurk in the chats when I'm modding. So that's just stressed out this week, just with everything. Stuck at home. I had like a great big long. It was probably about that long. Shoved up my nose. But it was really skinny and it kind of tickled and it felt like, you know, when your nose is really itchy. Bike ride to Tan Talon. Oh, you went to the Bike and Bean. I've never been there. How is that? Yeah, I kind of joked around earlier, Tech, because you go all off on people when they put all caps or a lot of emojis. I was like, that doesn't bother me. Because sometimes, if they're like me, they'll hit the caps lock by accident when they're typing. So I give people the benefit of the doubt when it comes to the all caps. So I don't think Tech's like, no more caps. It's kind of funny. So that does give me a little bit of a giggle. Sorry, Tech needs tea. I'm just laughing. Hey, Morgan. How are you? Yes. Well, it's like, well, when you respond and you're like, stop putting caps in there. It's like you're yelling at, then I can hear you yelling at them. And I'm just like, sometimes, you know, it happens to me. I'll be typing away my baby finger. I'll think I'm hitting the shift button, not looking, and then bam. And I'm just like, you know. Exactly. When is my birthday? My birthday's in January. It is past. Oh, have a good night, Peter Stock. Do my wave. My shirt keeps riding up. There. Until May 12th, yes. Okay. So sunset should be coming up soon. It's still light here and we're an hour ahead of you because I think you're in Ontario. So you still have a little bit left before you can have a light snack to break the fast. Kiddo is on here. He is on your markets at Go. His birthday's in July. January is a good month to be born. And my nose, see, now my nose is itchy talking about it. Yeah, they went up this nostril and everything. So I had to tilt my head back. So you guys, I had to make sure I have no chandeliers hanging from the nose. So, yeah, Mark's a Cancer and I'm a Capricorn. Yeah, it wasn't that bad because, like, I remember, like, a year ago when people were first getting the swabs, they were like, it just looked like a Q-tip that was extended. You know how big and fluffy the Q-tip is at the end? Yeah. And this one here was really, really, really thin. It looked like, you know, and it was just like, and it went up and she goes, just, you know, because I was scared crapless. And, you know, had to go up and she's counted for 5 and then took it right out and everything. And it just felt like, you know, when you get that tickle way at the back of your throat and you're trying to, kind of scratch it with the back of your tongue and you can't quite reach it. That's what it felt like. Luke, my son is in the chat, so you can ask him. Exactly. Well, what's worse, the vaccine or the test? I would say COVID's the worst. I'd rather have like the test or the vaccine than be hooked up to a ventilator and laying on my stomach. They always say it's best because your lungs are on the back. Whippy dude, I was supposed to have my results within 24 hours, but the labs down here, because everybody went out in droves to get tested, they got backlogged by 45,000 tests from all over the province. Today they're backed by 30,000. And yeah, so hopefully, but we have to stay isolated. Hey, Ryan Rides. We have to stay isolated until we get positive or negative. And if it's positive, then stay home and for 2 weeks, and then that's it. Ryan Rides, I have to apologize. I did not know you were going to be live streaming on your scooter. So I'm sorry. But when you finished, people all came over to see me, which is a win-win. But I missed it, so I'll have to watch it when I'm finished here. My computer's making noises. Doo 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 doo. What is it? It is. I don't even know. I'm gonna look on my iPad. I'm gonna refresh my stats. Yeah, it seems like everybody came over from Ryan Ride, so. Fans, buses. His birthday's in a week. Fans, I thought you left. I thought you left for a bit. I'm just checking something on here for a sec. All right, sorry. So Ryan, I hear it's your birthday tomorrow, and you're gonna be 25. My girl crush told me that you're turning 25 tomorrow. Luke, I do not like sports. I'm one of those people, I don't like it. I mean, I'll go if I go with friends, I'll make sure I have a good time, but I'm not gonna like go out and buy tickets to a sporting event or sit down and watch something on TV. Oh, he's pulling a Dylan, is he? I left and came back like always. William Robert, I'm famous? Where's here? You're famous here. Where's that at? Yeah, I'm not a sports fan and everything. So I make that a point in my like when I do like I'm on Bumble right now. I did put myself up onto the things, and I specifically put on there that I don't like sports and I'm not going to watch sports with you and you're not going to change it for me. So, and I've had a few guys, they're like, really? You don't like sports? And I'm like, no. There's a lot of girls that don't like sports, but they'll put it in there because they just want the boy to like them. And I'm not like that. Well, I'm on Bumble, I'm on Hinge. Okay, Cupid down here. No, that's Plenty of Fish. Plenty of Fish just looks like the worst of the worst. Oh, I'm famous in Brazil. I need a carnival outfit for Brazil. And Coffee Meets Bagel. I had that one, but it was, I don't know. For me, I see the same people in all of the apps. It's all the same people. So it's just like, so it's just like, okay. I'm just gonna, whatever. Oregon, you changed up your picture. That's what threw me off. You changed your avatar. I'm almost out of water. Any luck with those apps? No. Oh my gosh. What was it the other day? Remember, okay, the story with the weird chickie on the bus? The guy that was driving the bus was the guy that I went on a COVID date with last May. Yeah, that was awkward. Because I was like, I knew exactly who he was and everything. And I'm like putting my ticket into the little thing and asking for a transfer. And he just like looked at me kind of funny. And he had that, like, I know you. And I'm just like, take my transfer and go to the back of the bus. Soon you will move to Manitoba. Ooh, I've never been to Manitoba. Oh my word, I can't talk. But there is a great walking channel in Manitoba. It's This Prairie Girl. She does a whole lot of walking videos and live streams now from Winnipeg. I doubt it, but even if he did, I was just like, oh well. I got ghosted, but then again, thinking back about something that he did and said, I'm just like, Oh, Michelle Briggs. I found things out about him after he ghosted me. I found things out. He wasn't very truthful. The name of the Winnipeg lady that does the walking, hers is This Prairie Girl. Yeah, no, he oh, it was weird. He ghosted me after he fat shamed me. Yeah. Yeah. But this was like a year ago, so whatever. And I hadn't seen him or heard from him ever since, so it's just like, well, the trash took itself out. And then I get on his bus the other day because he's a bus driver. I dodged, yeah, oh, I totally dodged a bullet. Like, you know, if you're like hanging out with somebody and then, you know, they think it's cute to like pinch the love handles and really give it a good pinch and jiggle it. And I'm just like, yeah. Oh, it's tricky because the pickings are small, Ryan. Pickings are small. I don't know. Yeah, I think he expected me to chase him, and you know what? I don't chase boys. And that's what he was, a boy, not a man, a boy. Yeah. Joseph, how? Yes, I'm getting all these young people on my channel. Winnipeg was a ghost town. Comparing it to Calgary, then I moved to Toronto, but don't worry. Yeah, he was a coward. One of these days. See, this is what's going to happen. It's going to turn into like my channel's going to turn into Bevy's dating life. Write the name of this channel. My channel is Bevy YHZ, or if you're American, Z, but I prefer Z because I'm Canadian and we speak the Queen's English. But I'm not going to write anything on a piece of paper and hold it up. No. So Morgan, do you live in Calgary? And Joseph Garnier is 55. Yeah, ghosting is totally like lame. I don't know. I'm a Gen Xer. We just, you know, we say it like it is. Sharouz, I am in Halifax. I am on the east coast of Canada. What did I see the other day? I saw a cute little meme and they were basically saying like, oh, you know, the Maritimes, Toronto's east coast. And I'm just like, no, Canada's east coast because the east coast isn't Ontario. Yeah, where is everybody from? I'm in Halifax. Media Monitor is in East York. Well, I used to live in East York. I lived on Cosburn Avenue, right in Pape Village, the third apartment down from McDonald's. Morgan is in Toronto, but lived in Calgary. Susan's in the T-dot. See, I called it T-dot. I don't get the 6. I don't get that. Olympia, Washington State. I am not writing the name of my channel. You ask one more time, I'm timing you out off my live stream. Scarborough, and Ottawa from Sydney. Sydney, Cape Breton. Sydney, Australia. in the Midlands of England. I have family down in the southwest in Devon. And Monica's from New Jersey. Are you a real housewife, Monica? See, I like knowing where people are. I like knowing. Whitby, dude, you're from Whitby. I'm surprised. Northern Ontario. Yeah, I'm too old for like the whole Drake thing. No, they're from Devon. They live down in Devon. Yeah, I'm, maybe if Action VJ is, you know, lurking about. I can't remember. It was just like a 3 or 4 story building in Cosburn. It was just a small little walk up. This Prairie Girls, it's just called This Prairie Girl, is the one in Manitoba. She's normally in the live streams, but she's not tonight. Media monitor, that 130. I have to think back, but I mean, this is like 20, 25, 26 years ago. I thought it was called the 6 because of the 6 boroughs of East York, Old Toronto, Etobicoke, North York, all those things, like all the little boroughs. I'm in the 902. Granted, if you lived in anywhere in Nova Scotia or Prince Edward Island, you are in the 902. Oh man, that McDonald's needs renovations. It's like still old school McDonald's. I still remember when there used to be Shoppers Drug Mart in Pape Village. I used to get my bus tickets there. My transit tickets. I remember having, I'll have to go look for it. I know it's somewhere in one of my, like, in the storage closet in a box or something. I still have like the old ID that you had to get for the TTC. Do you remember how you had to go down, I think it was Sherburne Station, you had to get your picture taken and have like your little photo ID for the TTC so you can put it with your monthly pass? Does everybody remember that, or am I that old? Oh yeah, the 748. Have I been to Long Point? No, I haven't. Yeah, okay, so it was Sherburne Station. I still remember going there, and it was just like, and it was a windy day. My hair got all messed up, and I had short hair then. Yeah. Is it okay to say I am in Toronto, but in fact I live in Mississauga? Toronto, Sauga, Brampton seem all the same to me. They're not. They're not, Morgan. That's just like me saying I live in Dartmouth or Lower Sackville or Bedford. It's not Halifax. Those are like other parts of the city. I find if people find it boring, then they're not finding anything to do. They're not entertaining themselves type of thing, and they're not getting out to see what the city has to offer. We are a small city, Charouz. Granted, during the pandemic, a lot of stuff got, you know, last year a lot of the festivals didn't really go on, or they're more virtual. But there's always stuff going on down here. There's always like something going on. Like in the summertime is the busiest. We have Halifax Pride. We have the Jazz Fest, Rib Fest, Busker Fest. Like there's always festivals going on. A whole bunch of things. There's always tours going over to the islands that you can take. A whole bunch of things. You know, it's what you make of it. If you're going to sit there and go to a city and you're not going to like it from the moment that you get in there, then you're not going to have a fun time. Yeah, and yeah, they're not picking any random fights with strangers. That's true. That's true. I mean, yeah, Halifax has a great live music scene. Heck, we're like the home for Sloan. Rhea May. You know, a whole bunch of people. Heck, even the Bare Naked Ladies wrote a song about Halifax, even though they dissed us, but that's besides. You know, there's like a whole bunch of things. There's multicultural festival. We have the farmers market is open, especially in the spring, from like the long weekend in May, which is coming up on the Victoria Day is the 24th, I believe. The farmers market will be outside down in the South End. There's always stuff going on. Anne Murray is not from Halifax. She's from Spring Hill, Nova Scotia, which is about 2 hours away. And it's a mining town, and it's about the size of my toenail. It's a small little town, but yeah. And she's living back in Nova Scotia now. She used to live up in the Bridle Path. She lived up there for the longest time, and she's back down here in Nova Scotia. Her cottage is actually maybe about 20 minutes down the road from my mom and dad's cottage, and it looks like every other cottage that you'd see on the North Shore. So just because she was a big singer in her day in the 70s and 80s, her cottage is still the same thing. Try living in a really small town like Little Current or Espanola or Timmins. Those are small. Well, I came from a small town, 45 minutes an hour north of here. I mean, it only has 17,000 people in it. It's one of those towns that everybody knows your business. Like all small towns, they gossip. You know, you could stub your toe on a Monday, and by Friday you had hip surgery, because that's how it goes. Yeah, I know small towns. I moved out of my small town when I was 20. And the only time I moved back was when kiddo was little. Yeah, small towns are just like high school, just in a town. See, I think a small town, I always think of like a Bruce Springsteen song. That was my hometown, but you know. I got like a piece of dry skin right here, and it's bugging me. Yeah, Carol, that's probably true. Being a golfer. And there's lots of, yeah, because her cottage, where she's at, is not that far from Fox Harbor, which is known as a really good golf course up on the North Shore, and it's inexclusive. Like, you have to be a member to go to Fox Harbor, and it's a resort, and it's very what we call shishi poo poo. Bronski Beat, yeah. I mean, that's what I'm looking forward to in the summertime, going up to Mom and Dad's cottage up on the North Shore, going swimming, eating lobster, you know, and just chilling out and having a good old time. Yeah, you always have to look for your fun, and, you know, that way you don't get bored. I mean, I'm home. I've been home now for I haven't left my apartment in 48 hours. Am I shack happy? Yes. Do I want to get outside? Yes. Can I? No. So you know, just for something different, to have different people to talk to, because I'm driving my son nuts. I want to talk to you guys. Yeah, cabin fever. Ooh, one thing I'll never do, I'll never date a guy from my hometown. They're backwards. They're backwards. They think that, you know, they have this mentality that because they're a guy, if they do something nice for you, that you owe them. Oh, I did this for you. You can at least cuddle with me. It's like, whatever. You know what? I am my own person. I don't know, I'm set in my ways. I'm independent. I have been, you know. Hey, MC. Hello. Yeah, watching a snail slide across your floor. That's exciting. A bird farting is exciting. Luke, I am in isolation because I got tested. I got tested the other day because my son and I were on a bus that had an exposure. So instead of going to one of the rapid pop-ups, because I went to an exposure site, even though we didn't have symptoms, public health told us to go and get the appointment. They made an appointment. Hello, walking lady. So we had to make the appointment and go get tested. Because he's 18, he gets to do a gargle. Because that's usually the option that they give 18 and younger if they want, if they can't handle. This is at getting a PCR test. If I did the rapid testing with Mark, he would have had to have the swab as well. So fingers crossed. I don't have any symptoms. You know, I'm just bored out of my gourd. So yeah. So it's just testing and I'm bored. And I have nobody to talk to except for you guys. Oh, I would go back to Toronto if I could. If I could afford to move up there and have a guaranteed job when I go to get up there, I would totally. Asymptomatic. Well, we just decided to get tested because where we were on exposure, and at the time, public health was saying, doesn't matter if you're asymptomatic or not, go get tested, make the appointment through 811, which is the for public health, and we called and we got the appointment. I want a burrito. I need a burrito fund for tonight. Somebody, please. But yeah, it was funny too, because when I did the walk going to get tested, that was the video I posted yesterday. We actually went to we walked past the building where Burrito Jack's was, and that's where I order my girthy burritos. Hey Eddie Chin, how are you? Can I go out for essential stuff like groceries? No, I haven't left my apartment in 48 hours. Mark's father, actually, I gave him my shopping list because Saturdays are usually my grocery days. So, and I didn't really need a whole lot. I just needed, like, you know, butter and eggs, excuse me, and different things. And that was it. Like, it wasn't like a whole lot of things that I needed. And so he did that for me, and I just like e-transferred him grocery money, and that was it. And I had a friend of mine yesterday, she sent down snacks for us because she saw it on my Facebook and Instagram that I was like, oh, I want chocolate. So, but now people have been talking about, you know, burritos in the last couple of days, and I'm just like, I want burritos. And I have rent money and I can't touch it to get a burrito. Our lockdown, Eddie Chin. If our numbers go into the double digits, like our cases, daily cases start to go into double digits, because we're small, then it's just like, bam, the premier and the thing, they shut down. They lock everything up. They, you know, our borders are closed for anybody coming in from outside the province, unless you're coming from Newfoundland or PEI for some reason, because there's hardly anything there. But even PEI and Newfoundlanders aren't even coming. Yes, Nouvelle Écosse. Bye. Go for a walk in the north end of the dark side. I have no idea what I'm having for dinner. I had chicken strips this afternoon, probably about, what time is it now? It's 25 to 8. About 5 hours ago I ate. We had those chicken strips from, whatchamacallit, from the Superstore, or Loblaws, and threw those in with like buffalo sauce and gave them a good shake and stuff. I was gonna make wraps. Oh, Mexican. I only like medium hot sauce. My old stomach can't do it. All right, GXC, you have a good night. Yeah, I decided to throw in just a couple little waves. All done with a flat iron. See, who knew that a flat iron could make curls? It's almost 8. You might want to get dinner. Well, I don't know what I want for dinner. Beyond beef sausages. I will pass on the factory-made meat. I do like veggie burgers. That you can, you know, like veggie burgers, but I don't like the thing. Monica, I am an hour ahead of you. I am an hour ahead. Yeah, I just decided that I was like, yeah, I took it back to the other thing. I have to find, I don't know, when I'm starting to feel cute again, I'll take a picture and make a new profile. You can, but it's going to be one of those things that you have to have proof that you are a Nova Scotia resident to come into Nova Scotia. Or if you're moving here, you have to have the papers to say that you have a job or that you have a lease or a mortgage. So you have to come in with the documents. If you don't have it, you fly back. The profile pic, that was taken back last fall. We went, I went with a group of friends and we went to, where did we go? Where did we go? We went down to the Annapolis Valley to go apple picking, and that was at an apple orchard. I used to be vegetarian many, many, many moons ago, and my doctor said no, because it was doing something with my blood and my iron levels and everything else like that. It was just, yeah. Yeah, I had my little pink scarf, and it's just like, that was back when I used to do my hair gray. Like I was embracing my wisdom hair, and I was there. And I had my new jean jacket on, and I was like thinking I was all cool and everything. I'll probably switch it up, and I am an omnivore. Yes, I will eat pretty much anything except for turnips or parsnips. Any vegetable that ends with a nip, which those are the only two that I won't eat. I love veggies. I grew up, my Grammy used to have a garden in our backyard, so I used to go out with her when I was little, and we used to go and just sit there and pull carrots right out of the ground and just like eat them. Right, you know, just wipe off the dirt and then just eat them. Somebody said that the other day, that I reminded them of Jan Arden, and I'm just like, I don't know. Oh, I haven't tried the TikTok pasta. I might have to do that. I usually wear a necklace, but then you know what I remembered? Remember in my videos, you'd always hear like a clicking sound? That was my necklace hitting my microphone. It took me how long to figure that out? So when I took off the necklace, because I always wear like a little thin one, I took it off. You don't hear the when I'm walking, so the necklace isn't banging up against. Oh, I love denim jackets. I got that one at it's a Joe Fresh. It's a Joe Fresh. I got it last year. Ooh, ramen with tofu and mushrooms. I have in my pantry, I do have some ramen noodles that I got, and they're hot and spicy, like the little packets that you get with them, and you just like put them in, and it has like the different little sauces. I could do that. A burrito would be better, but I can't do a burrito. I'm just trying to think of ideas, because I don't know, I just felt, I don't know, I was in a mood the other night when I did my stream, so it was just like, I wasn't happy with my stream. Does that make sense? Yeah, it was just like, after I logged off, and I was just like, I looked at Mark, and he goes, how was that? And I was just like, it wasn't my greatest stream. Add some sesame oil, scallions, ups the taste, and you can handle, oh, add a cracked egg. You guys are making me hungry. And then I put a poll. I just wanted to know what you guys like better for videos, because I put up a video and I thought it was pretty cool. It had a little wind in it, but it was my Bedford walk and nobody seemed to watch it. I didn't get that. It was like a really, I don't know. It was probably my lowest viewed video on my stream. It was the one I used Theodore Tugboat as my thumbnail because he's leaving, and Susan's giving all the things. All right, Luke, have a good night. But I put a poll up and I said, do you like walking? Do you like transit videos? Because I don't do bus videos very often. Or do you like it when I go into the parks and do nature? Because a lot of stuff is shut down. So my members, my Patreon video for this month, for April, was me walking at Hemlock Ravine, and it was a nice wooded park, and it was just nice and calming. I saw ducks in the pond, the heart-shaped pond, and there was koi fish. So I did that, and I was just like, you know, hopefully when I release that to the rest of the channel in May, like in this month, I'll probably do it by the 20th. I will, it is May. And, yeah. Yeah, this week is just like, I don't know. My energy's been down, stressed out and everything. And it just like, and it's not PMS because that was last week. That was, well, yeah, too much information. Sorry. And it was just like, I've been really emotional. It's already May. The whole Justin Timberlake thing was yesterday. But, yeah, it was just like, this whole week I was just like on a like an emotional roller coaster, like with everything going on in the province, then us being exposed and having to go get tested and everything else. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And then I put that video up on there, and it didn't get that many views, and it was just like, okay. And then I had that whole thing with my super chats where I demonetized myself for a couple of days. It only lasted till Monday, then I got back to being monetized, so that helped. And I have no cider here. I don't have ciders at all, because tonight would have been a good night to have a cider. So, and the NSLC, which is our LCBO, is doesn't deliver. Yeah, but I did like going into the ravine the other day. That was a really good walk. Like, it just, I don't know, it just kind of like bumped me. Like it lifted me up for a little bit. Yeah, it's the pandemic. And I'm turning into a whiny thing. Do I need cheese with my wine? I mean, I have lots of cheese in the fridge. May the 4th be with you. That is, ooh, that's on Tuesday. Tuesday is Star Wars Day. So hopefully that's going to be like the first thing I'm going to be doing. That's what I'm going to be doing as soon as I can get outside. I'm gonna probably go, yeah, media monitor. I may have to do that too. I may have to go to the cannabis store and get the chocolate ones. I like the chocolate ones. The gummies that I had, oh my god, those were nasty. Y'all know they all tasted like ass. Stale, stinky ass. It was gross. Oh, it was nasty. That's the only thing. But the chocolate one I had one time, it was like a vanilla chai. It was really good. Well, you're thinking of rhymes. Tech needs tea. You can't beat me. What was your placing last week? It was low. I think I was, what, second or third by the end of the night. And that's just because I went easy on Mr. Strides. Because he wasn't feeling good. And I know that he didn't want to play games last week. And when he was like, do we really want to play games? And I'm like, no, you go to sleep, get rested. And everybody else is like, yeah, let's play games. And I'm just like, let the boy sleep. I think you only won once. Yeah. I've been listening to a lot of music. Like, I mean, granted, I can't play music while I'm streaming because it's copyrighted, and then I don't get paid for anything that has copyrighted music and everything. And I can't even go downstairs to check the mailbox to see if I got anything from AdSense, because I got an email from them saying, like, we sent you out a mailer with the PIN number, so I can, like, you know, so they can get all this information and verify that I'm an actual real person, so I can get paid. Yeah. Bevy, the God MC. I'm a goddess. I'm a goddess MC, Morgan. Johnny struggles to open the edibles. They're not that hard because they're all made in like the same place. It's just different things for different provinces. First one here tonight is got to go. Oh, Slot Ranger, okay, you have a good night. Well, it's early there. It's only like what, 10 to 5? Is it 10 to 5 or 10 to 4? There, you're 4 hours behind. You gotta have supper, Slot Ranger. Go eat your supper. Listening to Taylor Swift. Oh, that's when you know you're young. You listen to Taylor Swift. I've been listening. What was I listening to earlier today? I was listening to Vintage Salt and Pepper. It's 4 p.m. Yeah, because it's almost 8 p.m. here. I was listening to Salt and Pepper. I was listening to Cool Mo D. Oh gosh. Run DMC. DJ Rob Bass and Easy. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I was listening to old school hip hop. Taking it back to when I was in like high school, junior high and high school, listening to all that stuff. And I was like, yeah. And then I had to throw in a little bit of Digital Underground because he died the other day. So I was like listening to the Humpty Hump. Yeah. And, oh yeah, I was like listening to a whole bunch of stuff there. Oh, I love the old school stuff. And it's funny too because I remember I used to listen to a lot of who was it, Boys to Men, and I'm just like, I listen to that now and I'm like, ooh, this is what I was listening to in high school. I was like, them's were sexy songs, man. Those are like songs that you're like making love to, making babies to. And it's like, you know, high school, that was like who you danced with, like for your high school crush. Oh, I loved Boys to Men. Oh my gosh, they were awesome. Them and Belle Biv DeVoe. Listen to them too. Oh, Ramses, enjoy your evening, my love. Say my name. Brandy back in the days with Moesha. The boy is mine. I remember that one. Yeah, it's baby making music. But you know, when I was in high school, I was like, did I date my high school crush? No, but I hooked up with him when I was in my 20s. Does that count? There was a guy that I was like, all through high school, I just like lusted after. And he was just like, wouldn't give me the time of day. Never gave me the time of day. And I'm just like, fuck you. And then I was in my mid-20s. And I just happened to meet him on the bus. I was coming home from work. He was on his way or something like that. So we just exchanged emails. And yeah, and that's what happened. And it was everything that I thought it would be when I was in high school. And that was it. It happened, and we both went our separate ways. I mean, I don't know, they moved away when they got married, like way back. When did they get married? When we were about 30. Yeah. Married, had kids, moved to another part of the country. All right, Monica, you have a great night. Holy crap, I've been doing this for 2 hours and 20 minutes. Jesus, I talk a lot, don't I? What else are we going to talk about? Or should I, like, figure out something? What am I having for supper, folks? Just trying to keep myself safe, yep. If you could, would you relive your high school years? I would if I had the knowledge of what I know now. If I had the knowledge of my age now, I would probably say save those high-waisted jeans because they're going to be a lifesaver when you're over 40. You're not fat. And he's going to turn out to be a douche later on in life. So stay away from him. Yeah. A girthy donair. Techniques tea, if I could afford a girthy donair, I would get a girthy donair from Tony's. Oh my god, they make the best donairs in the city, in my opinion. In my opinion. I haven't, well, it's been what, a week? About a week since I've had a donair. So. Bevy needs to do a video. What I could tell my younger self. Younger Bevy. Keep those high-waisted jeans because they're going to be a godsend. And do you remember when you wore that little baby doll dress with those footless tights with the lace at the bottom with your cute little flat shoes? Don't do that, hun. Don't do that. That's ugly. You may think you look cool, but no. That would be me. Turn back time. Oh god, what else would I tell myself? I would never tell myself not to date certain people because I think everybody has experiences that shape you who you are, so I don't have regrets about that. Okay, maybe a couple, but you know, whatever. And I would tell myself, who cares about the singing audition for the school play? You're going to kill it in West Side Story. Yeah, if I had the wisdom and the experience of what I knew, of what I know now. Have I ever met Avril Lavigne? No. Ah, see, Janet, I never got into that trap. I've never been married. I thought it was funny because you know how every kid, well, every girl, when you're little, you always have like your dream wedding, what it's going to be, and what age you're going to get married, how many kids you're going to have, where you're going to live, and all this other stuff. Like, I had all those goals. And I always said I wanted to be married by the time I was 25, and it didn't happen. And then I was like, okay, I'll wait till I'm 30. I'll see if I can get married by 30. Didn't happen. And then by my mid-30s, I just said, screw it, not going to happen. I'm okay with that. I'm fine by myself. And adulting sucks. I wish they would teach you how to be an adult in school. I mean, the closest thing I had was like home economics, which they don't even teach in school anymore, but teaching you how to do laundry, to cook for yourself, and to do regular adult things, except for taxes. You know, stuff like that. Yeah, I just want to enjoy life. I'm enjoying my life. Like, you know, I have friends that are married. I have friends that I went to school with that are already divorced and working on their second divorce. And we're only in our mid-40s, and I'm just like, why? Why? Save me from all that. I'm like their single friend that sometimes they're just like, well, you get to do whatever you want, and you don't answer to anybody. And I'm just like, that's right. I answer to an 18-year-old kid. Everything I do, I have to. My decisions are all based on how's it going to affect him. So I did want to do the elopement. By the time I was in my 30s, I said, I'm going to get married in Vegas. I am going to do a drive-through wedding with Elvis as the officiant. Oh, Marky Mark, he's my bud, man. He's my bud. He knows he's, you know, I can do the mom look. I can give him the mom look when I have to get things, when I need to get him to do things or whatever. But other than that, he's Mr. Chill, Mr. like whatever. He's in his room laughing his ass off right now. So he's watching something, or he's talking to my father. Like every night he talks to his grandfather, and they text back and forth on Facebook, and they text and they laugh and whatever else. So that's what I'm hearing in there. You know, he's a happy-go-lucky guy. Yeah, I couldn't, you know, and he's Mr. Independent. Like, I've had this kid cooking since he was like 10 years old. Started off with ramen noodles or craft dinner, and you know, he's like me. He knows how to cook like Christmas dinner. Yeah, I don't mind. I don't mind being, like, one of these days I'll find somebody. You know, we can be a marriage of convenience while we're in the senior citizens home, I guess. I don't know. I don't mind doing that. Or, you know, I'll find a rich man, take care of me. Let me take a break from being Miss Independent. I'll always be. I'm too set in my ways, and I'm stubborn. Here we are talking about my personal life. I mean, I've had my eye on people, you know, but I always, my big thing is I always look at the unattainable people. Like, I can be attracted to somebody and I know that I don't have a hope in hell. So yeah. Manifestation, it works. Ask the universe. I usually ask the universe. Or my tarot cards. I'll flip down cards. Is this person right for me? Oh, look, Techniques T is quoting ABBA. Oh, walking lady, how are you doing? I watched your video the other day when you were on the boat going to Toronto Island. I like that one. I miss Toronto Island. That was, I used to go there a lot. Oh, Morgan's gonna Margot Robbie. Yeah, one of these days, I did pull out my cards, I think, on one live stream. You know, and I pulled out the deck and everything, because it was a new deck, so I had to show it off. And that was maybe, what, 3 months ago now? So yeah, one of these days I'll pull out the cards. And I'll get all woo-woo on everybody. I always have to remember where the camera is on my phone, because every time you see my eyes darting, I'm reading your guys' chats. Do you ever do a haunted walk of Nova Scotia? I've been, years ago I did the ghost walk here in Halifax, where you just it's like for a couple of hours. I think it's like 2 or 3 hours. You pay $10, you meet at the bottom of Citadel Hill, and you walk through all downtown in the South End. I remember doing that. That's fun. That's always fun to do. But a lot of the stories you've already heard, because Halifax, when you've lived here, you pretty much know where the haunted buildings are just from these things, and then you just keep on going. So, but haunted tours, like if I go past a house that I know has, you know, that's been reputed to be haunted, or a place, then I will mention that it's haunted. Like the old library on the corner, like that's on Spring Garden Road and Brunswick Street in Grafton. That hotel, that old library, that is that's haunted. That's haunted. It was built on top of the paupers' graves. So if you couldn't afford to have a funeral and they had to bury you and you didn't go to church, then you got buried there. Then they built the library on top of it back after the Second World War, and the old building is still haunted. Oh, we're getting back into talking astrology. I am a Capricorn with a Libra rising and a Taurus moon sign. 2 earths and an air. Scorpio at the end of October. Look at all these Scorpio people. Now it's funny. It's saying I have 44 people in the chat, and yet I only see like 5 or 6 of us. Where's those lurkers? Come out, wherever you are. It's still daylight out there behind me. 44. Funny thing is, I remember when I was in high school, my sister and I, we sound alike on the phone. And I used to get her, if I was like seeing somebody and I got bored of them, I would get her to ditch them on the phone, break up with them. She would pretend she was me. There, I didn't need that on the screen. 43 people. Oh, I called people out and now they're starting to drop off. Come out, wherever you are. Eddie, see? Eddie is a Scorpio. Walking Lady's a Scorpio. Susan's a Scorpio. Techniques T's an Aquarius. Morgan's a Cancer. I'm a Capricorn. Who else? This is interesting. If I'm going to sit like that, I'm going to do this. And I'm going to look all cute. Whippy Dude is a Gemini. Media Monitor is a Scorpio. Michael Gray is a Leo. Janet's a Gemini. Peter Stock. You're still here, Peter Stock? I thought you left. He's a Virgo. Oh, I dated a Virgo. And it was weird because usually Virgos and Capricorns are, you know, because we're both earth signs, we're supposed to be, and it didn't work out. Yeah, all the Scorpios, you know what their parents were doing on Valentine's Day. Mm-hmm. I made a joke one time to my parents. I was like, oh, I was born in January. Take that back. Oh, what were you doing for Mother's Day? And then I thought about it, and I was like, wow, my brother, my sister, and I were all conceived on holidays. Oops. Oh, you came back from a dog walk. Making furniture. Oh, I was trying to do the bed squeaking. Trying. I'm nerdy, okay? Come on, give me a break. Yeah, it was getting cold out there tonight when I was out there. I had my sweater on and I started to get a little cold. Oh, happy Mother's Day. Mother's Day, when is that this year? Oh, that's on the 9th. Thank you, Michelle Briggs. Oh, I'm back up to 44. We're back in Canadian winter again, yeah. Yeah, my moon is Taurus. They say water signs are very sensitive. Is that true? Pretty much. See, if I got with a water sign, then we'd be making muck. Because I'm an earth sign, they're water. Get it? Oh, I'm doing the Dora the Explorer blink. Oh. I'm waiting for my bananas not to be green anymore. What's the worst zodiac in your opinion? If I had to say, in my opinion for worst, don't hate on me, but I'm going to say Aries. Every Aries that I've come across, we don't get along. And then Gemini are after that. But that's just me. That's just me. Yeah, Aries, they're just very, I don't know, very temperamental. Like, God forbid you can really... Sorry, Joseph. Sorry, Joseph. Sorry. Don't say... I say Gemini's like a second. But I always find Aries, I don't know, like, they just want to fight and argue. Like, they're very, like, argumentative people. Sorry, Joseph. They're very passionate. I'm an earth sign, Morgan. And being a Capricorn, I have, like, that brick wall in front of me, so I don't let people in. If that, you know. No, I didn't say I hated Geminis. I just find them, like, very... So, sorry, Ellie. Sorry. I'm offending all the Aries in the chat. Oh my gosh. Hi, Ellie. It's great to see you again. Poor Joseph. Joseph is an Aries too, and he was like, we are not. I don't know. I just think of, like, the Virgos that I've dated, the Geminis, and the Aries, and they were all very verbally and emotionally abusive towards me. So I just have no, you know. Sorry. Yeah, a lot of them are douches. And I don't have... Oh, Bernardo! Hello. I've only been talking for everybody for like 2.5 hours. I'm all alone. I'm at home. I have cabin fever. Yep, same with me, Morgan. Thank you, Technique Steve. Besides Capricorn, what is the best sign? I'm glad you're back. Oh. If you see the viewers drop, that's all the Aries leaving. No, they went up. I just, like, had a little spurt, like, surge of people. So welcome to all the new people who aren't in the chat. I know you're here. So I'm doing another home stream, and I didn't really want to. I'm not a big fan of doing the home streams. So it's just because I'm on isolation, because I got tested 2 days ago and I still haven't gotten my signs. I haven't got my test results back, so I have to be on isolation till then. So I'm just, like, talking to everybody, trying to be entertaining. channel update is basically I'm monetized now, so if you want to send super chats, you can. You're not obligated, but if you want to, that would help out with the Girthy Burrito Fund for tonight. And I have channel memberships available now. Woohoo! So that's all new. So this is all the new stuff that happened within the last week and a half. So for all the new people, yes. And just me saying all that, I dropped 7 people. Holy crap. Oh, and I went up by 3. It's like a little seesaw. I can be blunt. Capricorns, we can be blunt. No, I didn't get a vaccine shot yet, Eddie. I had to get tested because I was exposed. Mark and I, Kiddo and I were both exposed last week on one of the buses. So we had to go get tested. And right now, the lab here in the province is backlogged by 30,000 tests. And they're trying to get all the results out as fast as they can. So we haven't gotten ours yet. Whippy dude, Mark graduated last June from school. So he is out of school. So he is... he's in a couple programs where they're helping him with job searching and everything because he is autistic. So he does all that. Like he was with a program called Launchpad through Autism Nova Scotia, and they like to go. They sell what they do. They have workshops where the people that are involved go and make jewelry like bracelets and necklaces and earrings and a whole bunch of other little things. And because of the pandemic, they haven't really been able to, but he got to learn like a lot of the skills to do like resume writing, interviewing, all that stuff. And he's one of the ambassadors, and he's been selling, whatchamacallit, jewelry for the Pearl, which is a division of Autism Nova Scotia. Tech Needs Tea, you told everybody that you were an Aquarius about 10 minutes ago. Just saying, that's how everybody knew. Yeah, because of the pandemic and everything with Mark and his stuff, a lot of it is lately, it's back on to being with Zoom instead of being in person. Because of that, he's with Inclusion Nova Scotia, so he got to go and get his first Pfizer vaccine on Monday. So that was a big thing. So we went and had Mary Brown's for his treat for being a champ, getting his vaccination. He had no symptoms, no side effects, not even a sore arm. And he was it the 17th. I'm looking at my calendar. He gets the second vaccine then. Joe G. Where at in Cape Breton were you from, Joe? Joseph? Oh, hold on, what's this, all this? Oh, Allie! She's been lurking in the shadows. Sydney, okay. My what is it? My son's father and grandparents, they're all from Glace Bay. So it's funny because when Mark comes back from being at his dad's for that week, he always sounds like he's been up in Cape Breton for like ever. But his dad lives here in the city. They all live here in the Glace Bay accent. Have like the little twinge in his thing. It's kind of neat. And Allie BHG is here. I think if there should be, I would like it if there was somebody up in Cape Breton. I mentioned that earlier in the stream, like near the beginning. I think it'd be really cool if there was somebody up in Cape Breton that could do like Sydney and North Sydney and New Waterford and Glace Bay, Dominion, like that whole area. That would be really, really cool. I think that, you know, to show up like all that area and go out to Whitney Pier, you know, all those areas. Hey, I listened to a podcast called The Midnight Library. I've never heard of that song. I don't know a whole lot of like folk songs from... Does YouTube give you a breakdown? It does by country. The majority, like when I look at the analytics, I can see that the majority of my viewers are Canadian. They are male between the ages of 40 to 55. And the next is like the US. So... Oh, that was the girl that was up in Highlands National Park and she was kind of tormenting the coyote. Yeah, that happened like 10 or 11 years ago. The male lurkers. I want the male lurkers to come out, man. Come on out. Oh, 49. Come on, lurkers. I know you're there. I know you're there. I'm just trying to like freak people out. My bangs are getting long, so they keep getting into my eyes. But I'm growing them out. And my ears are itchy. Oh! Ellie! From an Aries to you. Just because. Oh, thank you, Ellie, for the £4.99. I didn't know, Ellie, you were from the UK. Thank you. Media Monitor. I'm a guy, but I'm not lurking. No, you're not, because you're participating. Action VJ. Oh, Action VJ. Let us lurk in peace. This is when I do like the creepy eyes. And I go right up. And I'm like... Yeah. I'm just being a bugger. I'm just being a brat. Whoa! I'm moving. Everything's moving. Hold on. I am an ox, if I was going to go talking about that. Michael Gray, he goes, I'm not lurking. Yeah, where's my Jenny K? Where's my Jenny K? She's not on thin ice when it's my streams. I heard that Brittany's going to do the court hearing. I heard that. First time in 12 years that she's going to go. I'm just trying to think of the conversion of what 4 quid would be, or 5 quid. I can't remember. Could be enough to get half of a donaire. Yeah, where in the UK do you live, Ellie? My lovely Aries. Oh, it's about $10. That's not bad. That's not bad. Tara timed you for trying to usurp my throne. Ah, that's why Tara is my girl crush. She's got my back. Have a good night, Michelle Briggs. Have a good night. We'll see you tomorrow. We'll see you tomorrow. Oh, you've never usurped my crown. Never. Is Michael Gray leaving too? Did anybody watch the Britney Spears documentary? I watched that. I watched it on YouTube, actually. Then, like, what, 3 days later, Crave picked it up and put it out? Oh, okay. Oh, she's from London. I've been to London. I've been to London once, and we were like a street away from Baker Street. We could walk to Oxford. And I remember my sister and I, we were over on Oxford Street, and we went to Debenhams, and we had to leave because there was a bomb scare. Way back when. Bernardo, I haven't gotten my test results. So I have no idea if I'm positive or negative, you know, because I could be asymptomatic. So yeah, I don't know what it's going to be. And the lab is backlogged with about 30,000 test results that they have to get through. I disagree. I don't think she needs a guardian, Allie. I really don't. I don't know. I know what it's like to have postpartum depression. You try having 2 babies right in a row and having that and having the paparazzi all over you. You tell me if you won't get pissed off and shave your head or take an umbrella to defend yourself, or just try to get out of a situation where you're constantly being harassed all the time. Yes, she needed that help, you know, back in, you know, 14 years ago, but I don't think now. I don't think she needs a guardian now. I think, you know, and the fact, like, if you go back and look at earlier, like, Mickey Mouse Club, listen to her voice on the Mickey Mouse Club. She didn't sound like a baby. She didn't have that baby voice. She wasn't talking like this and being all bimbo-ish. You look at her when she was a little kid on Star Search. She sang with, like, her voice sounded exactly like, she sounded like Christina Aguilera. They had the same almost voice, but they made her, and they infantilized her or whatever. I forget how to say the word. And then all of a sudden, you know, they totally sexualized her so much. They pitted her against Christina. And it's just like, wow. But having 2 babies right in a row, when your hormones are out of whack, everything is gonna, like, totally, like, I still remember, I mean, I only had 1 kid, and I still remember what I was like for the first, like, year and a half after Mark was born. I was a wreck. Yeah, they were always besties. Even Christina still supports her on all these people. But it's just like, you know, and her father, who was never around earlier in her life, like, to support her career, it was always her mom that did everything. Then all of a sudden, daddy gets into the picture when she's money. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, they just totally turned her into, like, this whole, like, they sexualized her from the time that she left the Mickey Mouse Club. I mean, granted, they do that a lot with female artists and everything. Like, you look back, and now you're starting to hear, like, all these other people from the same age group that are celebrities, like Jennifer Love Hewitt, and even Christina Aguilera said the other day about, like, how she hates looking at herself from when she was in her 20s, when she was super skinny, because it just makes her feel gross. Have a good evening, walking lady. I am going to finish up watching a lot of your videos because this is what I'm doing while I'm in self-isolation. It's just like, you know, I still remember when Brittany was 16 years old and she developed, because she was a late bloomer and she got boobs, and everybody accused her of getting breast implants. Like, really? That's none of our business. None of our business if, like, interviewers asking her to if she was still a virgin back then. Nobody cares. Like, that, you know, but they don't ask that of men. Yeah, her mom should have stepped in a long time ago. But Daddy likes his lifestyle that his daughter's paying for. One documentary I did watch that I actually liked was the, it was the one that Soleil Moon Frye did. It was the one for Kid 90 or Kid 90, I think it was called. Just because she's 2 years younger than me, and a lot of her celebrity friends, like, we grew up in the time before the internet. Go Leafs go. But yeah, the Punky Brewster one, her documentary was pretty good. Oh, did I get a super chat, Michael Gray? I was just like rambling on a rant. Sorry. I'm going through. I don't see anything, Michael. Was it a PayPal or a super chat? Because I don't see a super chat coming through. Oh. Hold on. I know, I rant sometimes. Hold on. I'm just checking here. Cause did he? Hold on. Okay, let me scroll back because I don't see. Ooh, I don't need that. I'm gonna scroll because I don't. Last I saw was Ellie giving me almost £5. 10. I don't. Okay. I'll take your word for it. It was a $10 super chat. Well, thank you, Michael. Yeah, I didn't get my little doohickey thing that came up, and I don't see it in how, like, I don't know how to do the thing that Johnny and everybody else does by putting it on the screen. Yeah, well, it only lets me scroll back so far. Huh. Okay. Interesting. I'm just going to double check here. Yes, I see it here. Towards my burrito. I just had to go into my dashboard. Thank you, Michael Gray. Whew. Big S and Big S2. See, I got on my rant and I totally missed a bunch of stuff. My apologies. Because I saw something about dead names. So, my high school years were the 90s, early 2000s. Whew. Thanks, Michael. I went into the dashboard. I just went into the YouTube dashboard and I saw it there. So. You guys are all like, high school was the late 90s, early 2000s. I'm like, my high school was the late 80s, early 90s. So my boy band was New Kids on the Block. And the girls were Tiffany and Debbie Gibson. Mandy Moore, the only songs I can think of is when she had I Want Candy, because she did her version way before Aaron Carter did. And there was The one that she did for A Walk to Remember. Now I can get a burrito. Yay! Three hours. Oh my God, I'm gonna have to like wind this up there, folks. I got a rumbly in my tumbly. That's what Winnie the Pooh says. Yep, she had one. Yeah, because I just, all I remember was back. I just remember when I used to watch, there used to be a show on YTV called The Hit List. And they had, oh my God, what was it? The Hit List was like a Canadian thing, on like a video show. And I just remembered that they would always play her on there. And that was back when Aaron Carter was like 5. I don't know. He was a little kid. He was an opening act for the Backstreet Boys when they came to Halifax. I think it was like their second concert, and they did it on Citadel Hill. And Aaron was their little opening act, and he was like 10. I mean, his football jersey that he wore was like way back, like was way too big for him, and he had like the bowl cut part in the middle like Nick did, and he was like singing Crazy Little Party Girl. The Hit List with Tarzan Dan. Yeah, well, it was after Tarzan Dan that they had the that they put those 3 girls. Yeah, I like Hilary Duff. Wasn't she married? She married a hockey player, didn't she? Oh, yeah, I know. I'm still here, Nouvelle. I just got talking, you know. Janet had a crush. Tarzan Dan was the bomb. He was awesome. He made the Hit List on YTV really fun. And then they got rid of him. I remember in high school, I used to go, you know, like the weekend slumber parties at at my best friend Tanya's place. She lives out in Etobicoke now. So, but we used to go there. We used to listen to, oh my God, pirate radio with John Garabedian. Hey, Mr. Strides. Is it UFC or MMA tonight? I couldn't remember. I'm like talking for the last 3 hours because I am cabin fever batshit crazy right now and I'm bored. Waiting for test results. Yeah, he can put you on thin ice there, Miss Techniques T. I just wish Jenny K was here. I miss Jenny K. I love Jenny K. Jenny K laughs at my jokes. Big S3. Oh my word, Big S. You're going to have... No, it will not be a 4-hour stream. Big S, you're going to have an identity crisis and you're too young for that. Just remember, Big S. I've talked to your mom. Just saying. Just saying. Yeah, I don't know where Jenny K is. She's always here. I love my Jenny K. Jenny K keeps me, she cracks me up. Man, she cracks me up. And I have no idea where my girl crush Teratopia is. I don't know, maybe she's having birthday celebrations with Ryan Rides. Yeah, no, I am not doing a 6-hour stream nor a 4-hour stream. Holy crap, I can't believe I've been here for 3 hours. It's what happens when you're alone. Lonely. Yeah, where is Jeanette? You're changing a light bulb and you're in my chat at the same time? Oh my God. Wait a second, don't you need 2 hands? Or are you that like talented that you can hold a phone and type with one hand and, you know, change a light bulb with the other? I think everybody had the hots for Hillary. Well, I have I don't know. Hillary Duff now? Yeah, you gotta stay illuminated. TMI. Look, I've been on the phone and had to change light bulbs. One time my mom called me out on it. She was just like, "Are you in the bathroom?" And I'm like, Maybe. No. Thin ice. I can't put him on thin ice. He'll take my wrench away, and I love my blue wrench. I love the wrench, so I'm not going to put him on thin ice. Jenny K! Ah, she's here! That just made me happy. Oh, I love you, Jenny K. You keep me laughing. Jenny K, she was probably lurking. See, I started my stream outside on my patio because I'm self-isolating. And now I'm inside because it got cold. Jenny K, because of that, you are not on thin ice. I'll put you on thicker ice. How about that? Or I could put you on pavement. Girthy ice. How about that? Yes. Girthy ice. Damn you, Ken Continuum, for coming up with the word girthy. Because it's all your fault because we all got onto the girthy. Girthy burritos. For me, it's a girthy donair. Yeah, I was outside for the first little bit there, Michael. I was showing everybody the view from the balcony and giving everybody the updates about me being bored as anything, because I am home and I'm going stir crazy and I want to get outside and walk and get exercise and, you know, use my pocket too. Use it. Oh, I see somebody mentioned chocolate and Dolly Parton. Two different comments, but they caught my eye. Dolly Parton is a saint. And Susan's mom is opening chocolate. Oh, I have chocolate. It's in my room. It's not edible chocolate. Like, well, you know what I mean. Like the edibles with the stuff. Been in and out all day. Yeah. When is our tickle fight? I thought we were supposed to have like a rap battle in the boxing ring. I don't know. Every time I think of tickle fights, I think of something sexual. And you're way too young for me, girl. I hope so. I just want to get out of my apartment. I'm going nuts. I'm going nuts. Oh, this is me with a facelift. Hold on. Look like an alien. I have been. I've been doing yoga. I've been, I don't know, doing, just trying to get like the legs stretched out and everything like that. So when I get out, I can climb those hills. Those hills. I'm getting better. Have you noticed in my videos, you don't hear me breathing as much? I'm getting there. I was going, what was it? I was going back to like old videos and all you can hear is like, and now it's just like nothing. You bet you need weapons from the tickle trunk. Yes, weapons from Mr. Dressup's tickle trunk. I need a really cool fringy blanket and a funky ass wig. And I can, yeah, oh yeah. Your balcony is my sanity. Well, I couldn't go out yesterday because we had wind and rain. It was nasty. We had crappy weather up until about mid-afternoon, I guess. But it got nicer today, Ellie. It got nicer. And then probably when I first started the stream, it was sunny out. A few clouds in the sky. And it was a little breezy because I'm up 13 floors. And I was out there, and I had my sweater on over my t-shirt. And, yeah. I think you did too, Morgan. I had one person, I don't know who it was, but they complained. They said, oh, live streaming or YouTube and walking is not for you. And I'm just like, can be savage sometimes. I'm too nice though. I got this little piece and I just keep biting my lip. But yeah, but now, I don't know, like even the other day walking up to Hemlock Ravine, coming off the Bedford Highway, I'm going up a slope that's probably about like that. It was steep and it was just like, I felt it in my calves. Even Mark felt it and he was like, man. And I was like, I wouldn't want to drive this hill in the winter. Oh yeah, I don't. It's like last night. I'm sitting there watching Ken stream. I'm modding. Oh, okay. I was doing like 3 things at one time. I'm like watching and modding Ken stream, listening to the premier and the chief medical officer talking about the pandemic here in Halifax and everything else. And then what else? Oh, and then I was like, I got like the notification and this guy goes, Halifax is a dump. And I'm like, so I responded and I said, thank you for your input. I don't, you know, I can't control what my city looks like. But, you know. Oh, I miss my walking. I miss the walking. But yeah, I was just, you know, I was kind of like nice. See, we entered the park from Kent Avenue, Nouvelle, just because I take the bus. And that's where all the trails are. When you come off Kent Avenue, that's where they have like all the loopy trails. And that was it. But if I go in through, like I could have gone in through Larry Utech, but there's no trails really from Larry Utech. Yeah. Oh, I don't beat around the bush. I will kill people with kindness and I'll do it with a nice smile on my face. And I was like, thank you for your opinion. I can't control my city and what it looks like, but I'm not forcing you to watch my channel. Jenny, I think I'm a year older than you. Yeah, but I basically said like, I said, I don't force people to watch my channel or my videos. So, and you know, you don't have to come onto me here and troll me. And then he got all defensive and said, I wasn't trolling. I just think everybody in Halifax looks like they came out of prison with all the tattoos and piercings. I'm sorry you feel that way. I have tattoos and I have piercings. Do I look like I got out of prison? Have a nice day. That was me. And then that person basically, they deleted themselves. And I was just like, oh, well, that's the trash walking itself out the door. I can show you the good, the bad, the ugly of my city if you want. I mean, yeah, going to go get my COVID test, I would walk past, I don't know how many construction sites. Oh, chocolate. Morgan, one of these days you can visit Nova Scotia. Look, when I can get out of the city and I can get down and show you my hometown, or I can go to Peggy's Cove, or, you know, the South Shore, even up the area like around where mom and dad's cottage is, and go up into Pictou and all those places. I'll show you all those places. Like if I'm out and about and I'm on holiday, your fat camera, you know damn well it's coming with me. Ooh, and my power banks came yesterday from the Amazon man. So they're really cool because it was like a 2-pack of the, I don't know how to pronounce it, Getu or whatever. I got those and they're digital, so it tells me, has like the little digital number, and it will tell me what my percentage of it is. You should go to Winnipeg. I've never been to Winnipeg. There was one time I was applying for a job with CN Rail, and they do all their training in Winnipeg. So I always have to carry that little, I have to carry an external power bank with me, because that freaking Pocket 2, I'll tell you this, because I got that little extra, because when I got the creator combo, I have like the little handle, the do-it-all thing. That sucks the battery out. I get maybe about 2 hours worth of battery. And it's just like, and it gets warm in my hand, you know? So I just, now that I have like the external power bank, I can probably get a whole bunch of things. Oh yeah, Michael Gray, you come out. We'll go out and get lobster rolls, donairs, fish and chips, all that stuff. Yeah, this prairie girl, she seems really, really cool. She's, I like her. I like her. And I like that she always goes out, like when she streams, her husband goes with her too. So, because I'll be damned. If I go out by myself, I'll be damned if I have anybody that threatens me or hits me or grabs my gimbal or anything like that, because you don't want to see me get mad. I'll come after them. You know what? We have some First Nations here in Halifax too. Winnipeg has a lot, and they have a lot of Métis and everything in there. But yeah, we have quite the we have a lot of First Nations down here in Nova Scotia too. I have a lot of friends that are First Nations. Like even in some of the videos, I walk past the Native Friendship Center. There's a Native daycare. All right, Bernardo, you have a good night. Baby gonna, what? Yes, I would not, look, if LL Cool J, Mama said knock you out. It'd be like Bevy said knock you out. Oh yeah, Ken can hold his own. Ken can hold his own. Like, not even yesterday, there was another video that he did one time where he was like walking with the camera. I think it was when he was doing his, like, what, 4,000 steps or something. And he was doing his camera and this guy said something, he went, shut the fuck up. I was just like, Ken swore? Because you never hear Ken swear. So you know it had to be something for him to drop the F-bomb. Yeah. Good night, Susan. Enjoy your cookies. Yeah, Winnipeg is a small city like Halifax, from what I gather, and it has a pretty good vibe. Yeah. The meetup. Look, one of these days, I wouldn't mind like meeting up even with Halifax Walker, like the gentleman that does it here in the city too. He's out all the time. He is out banging videos all the time and everything, and like he started before me, and he should have more subscribers than me, to be honest. But he goes out all the time, like he volunteers. He's retired. He has all this stuff. His videos are good. His son helps him out with all that stuff. So, you know, it's great. Oh, there is in Spadina. Yeah, I'd say probably growing up in Truro, I had maybe about 40–50% of the school population were from the Millbrook First Nations. Man, there's a-holes everywhere, Eddie Chin. You can't avoid them. It's like a disease. It was rampant. How they're, you know, why their parents procreated, I don't know. Poor Dylan Reynolds. Everybody picks on poor little Dylan Reynolds. Watch him be some 40-year-old guy that lives home with his parents. So. Yes, he had quite that voice change last night. It was, I would have to say Dylan's voice was even deeper than Johnny's voice. Carol, your dad's from New Glasgow and your mom's from Inverness. You got lots of Scottish in you. My sister lives in New Glasgow with my niece. I haven't been up to Cape Breton in like forever. I would love to go up to Cape Breton. I'd love to take Mark to go see the Fortress of Louisbourg, go up through Highlands National Park, the Cabot Trail, go through like around the Bedore Lakes. Did you ever watch The Raccoon Whisperer? No. I don't know what that is. I like your Scottish accent. I don't have a Scottish accent. I have a bevy accent. I have, yeah, like my heritage is English with a little bit of French in there. I tan, like everybody thinks like right now I'm pale because I haven't been out in the sun because I'm stuck inside. But I have French on my mom's side, so I can tan. Ooh, from the Isle of Skye, that's way up there. That's like just off the coast of the Highlands. And the only reason I know that is that because I watched Men in Kilts on the W Network, because it had Graham McTavish and Sam Heughan. Yes, I like Outlander. So I had to watch those two guys, and they went out to the Isle of Skye to a couple whiskey places, to whiskey distilleries. New Glasgow's a cute little town. There's no slow-mo on this chat. Do I like Quebec City? I've been to Quebec City numerous times. I love it. I like going into old Quebec City where it's still the walled city. Love it. And Allie's grandmother was born in PEI. Where at in PEI was she from? Quebecois and Jewish on your dad's side and French, Irish, English on your mom's. Interesting. De Quebecois. Summerside. Ooh, Summerside. That's the beach. Everybody goes up there for the beaches and the Haunted Mansion. And there used to be Rainbow. What was it? Rainbow Valley was like an amusement park up there. Oh yeah. Last time, I haven't been to PEI for a bit. Yeah, Quebec is really nice. I used to go when we were really little, when I was like just a little squirt, before the age of 5, late 70s. We used to go up to Gaspé, up in Percy, just because when my great-grandfather came to Canada, that's where the Laboutiers, or Laboutier, settled, and he went up there because there was a lot of people from Jersey, which is in the Channel Islands where he was from, and that's where he settled. So we got to go see the homestead where he was at and everything else. We got to see where my grandfather was from in New Carlisle. We went up into northern New Brunswick and Metapedia, Campbellton, and all those places. Now everybody in my family on my mom's side spoke French until my mom was born. So I don't know a lick of French except for what I learned in school. I wish I knew French. I wish I knew it better than I do. Scottish and German on your end. Can't tell you. Well, Jenny, I knew that you had German with your last name. That's... Hey, Chris Mills. Holy smokes, this is a long stream. I know. This is what happens. I'm lonely and I'm bored. It's a Saturday night. I'd rather be outside streaming, but I can't. So I'm talking everybody's ear off. Frenchy French. My dad's side settled in Quebec, one of the GGGs, or something from Ireland. Media monitor is Ojibwe in German. Chris Mills, what are you still waiting for? No, I'm not going to go to 6 hours. Oh my God, I can't believe I've been here for 3.5. The last time I did a 4-hour stream, I was drunk. Do you remember that? I was drunk. I drank, I don't know how many ciders. I had 3 ciders, I think, and I did some edibles. Yeah. Yeah, you guys are keeping me company. It's the interaction. It's the interaction. I'm lonely. Plus, I like reading all your things here. A lot of the Irish that came over to Canada and the United States at the time, they were all indentured servants that the English were sending over. And a lot of them went into Quebec. That's why when you look in Quebec, you'll see a lot of French people with Irish last names. I know, too bad I couldn't play any music. I am all at a chai tea rate at the moment. I know. I would love to be able to play music in the back of my live streams and do the dance. Do a dance of joy. Yeah, Morocco, they speak French. French and Arabic. Maybe a little bit of Spanish as well, considering that, yeah. I mean, it's just right across the Strait of Gibraltar from Spain. I have my iPad right here, and every time Mark gets an Instagram, it comes up because I'm that mom. I keep an eye on his Instagram. Bevy's nightclub. Oh my God, if I had drinks with me, it'd be Bevy with Bevy. It'd be Bevy's with Bevy. If I ever could do a drinking stream, that's what I'm calling it. Do a second channel that's not monetized. That way you can do music in your live streams. I still get dinged. I will still get dinged for copyright. Even before I got monetized, I have one video that I did. It was walking in the snowstorm after work one night, and Christmas music was playing. I was trying to talk over it, and it still dinged me on it. I just don't have cardamom up in my up in the spice cabinet because it's not something I use a lot for cooking. And I don't know what I have for cloves. But I know at some point I'm going to take some of those Superchats that I got and order a big burrito. I'll get a burrito because donairs, I don't know, the garlic in it just sucks the water out of my mouth, and I just get really dry, and I wake up in the morning and I'm like, I feel like I've been drinking the night before with cotton mouth from the garlic. So what I'll do, maybe one of these days when I get out of this apartment, I mean, I love my home, I really do, but I'm like, I just want to get a donair. I'll do it on camera. I'll go in. I'll buy a donair. Tell them to put cheese on it because I do like cheese on my. Used to the smell of clove cigarettes. Oh, I kind of remember those. Garlic. The garlic does things to you. Yes, it repels me too because I'm a vampire. Oh, I love garlic. Oh, nope, they're different from gyros. Totally different from gyros. It's a different type of meat. And they're not like the Turkish donors. I think that's how you pronounce it, donors. D-O-N-E-R-S. Michael Gray's going to have steak and potatoes. Oh, steak. When's the last time I had steak? I'm a meatitarian. No offense to all the vegetarians out there. But I will not knock a vegetarian down, and I'm not going to convince them not to eat. Canadian hot dogs. Canadian hot dogs are awesome. I thought that was an East Coast thing, because when I lived in Toronto, I made Canadian hot dogs for my lunch, and I remember taking it to work with me at the salon. And I'm sitting there, it's my lunch break, or client was processing, I can't remember, and I pulled out my container, threw it in the microwave, eating it. And I had my coworker, she was originally from Sault Ste. Marie, she looked at me and she thought that was like the freakiest thing ever. She goes, what the hell do you have inside your craft dinner? And I said, hot dogs, cut up hot dogs. And she goes, That must be an East Coast thing. That's weird. And I was like, well, what do you do with yours? And she goes, ketchup. And I'm just like, yeah. I just think it's gross when I see people put ketchup on their craft dinner, or they put ketchup on poutine. Really? Ketchup on poutine? No. No. You had toast for dinner? Toast is good. Toast is good. Toast. No. Toast with blueberry jam. But yes, craft dinner and craft dinner. What is craft dinner? Macaroni and cheese. Craft macaroni and cheese action, VJ. Sorry. But up here we call it craft dinner. But yeah, it's craft macaroni and cheese. You know, the blue box. Yeah. Take that and you just cut up some hot dogs in it while it's cooking. I remember the little hot dog carts. There used to be, the one I used to go to all the time, it's not there anymore. It used to be young and around College Park. When you have to go towards where the little trail is to go skating, there used to be a guy there with hot dog. He used to have like the hot dog and sausage cart. And that was the first time I ever had corn on a hot dog. Like it was like this, I don't know what it was, but I was getting like everything fully loaded. No hot peppers. I like the spice, but I just, not pepper. No, there's just something about those on hot dogs. And it was just like, I remember doing that. And that used to be my place to go. And then I'd go into College Park and go downstairs in the basement. They used to have a Jelly Belly store. I'm dating myself here. No, it wasn't a corn dog. It was just like you had like the corn niblets in the little tray that you would put for your condiments. Yes, corn relish. Thank you, Philip M. I liked it. And I've never had it since. But then I used to go down to Jelly Belly and get my buttered popcorn jelly beans. Do you remember when Jelly Belly used to be at College Park? Does anybody who's like the Toronto area, do you remember Jelly Belly there? I forget what else used to be in College Park. Nothing cool. Nothing like Winners or a grocery store or anything. All I remember is that subway station always smelled like piss. I never used to like jelly beans until I had those ones. Until I had the buttered popcorn. See? Eddie Chin remembers it. $3:33. 3 hours, 33 minutes, and 33 seconds. Yeah, I had good times when I lived in Toronto. What I can remember of it. I was young. I drank. I ran out of fingers and toes to count of how many times I puked at Yonge and Bloor subway station because I was that drunk and hungover. Oh, I want chocolate too. I have some. I got a stash yesterday of chocolate. Let's keep going. I can't. My gimbal's gonna die soon. I got like the last little button, the last little light on the gimbal flashing. 19 to 27 is a bit of a blur. Mine was probably 20 to 23 is a bit of a blur. Oh, I wasted. Oh, look, I came from a small little farm town in central Nova Scotia. 17,000 people, then go up to a city that had like 4 million people. Oh, you have, damn right I had fun when I was up there. I was going to raves when you had to know people to get into a rave. I was going to the underground clubs and then go home 5 in the morning, shower, or sleep for an hour just to get something into me, shower, drink a shit ton of coffee, get dressed, and head up to Midtown to go work at the salon. And I'd still be smelling like the night before, or I'd still have remnants of glitter, because you know glitter, it never comes off. $2,000. Oh, that's really small. I only had like 17,000. I mean, it's never became a city because it's too small to become a city, but it's bigger than a town where I'm from. But yeah. Do you know what I remember at Eglinton Station? Because that would be my station to get off, and I'd have to like run up the hill to get up to the salon. Like the salon I worked at there's still a hair salon in that space, but it's right above Osmo's shawarma. But I remember Colonel's. Do you remember Colonel's popcorn when it used to be at Eglinton Station? Because that was the first time I ever had Colonel's popcorn. And I remember at Bathurst subway station, used to get off, there used to be, like, in the station itself, had a Jamaican jerk patty little place to grab jerk patties. And I used to get that, eat that, get across the street and go to Honest Ed's and buy cheap cutlery for my apartment or dishes. Because I loved Honest Ed's. See, I'm thinking, I was thinking this one time when Mr. Strides was talking about how he was like 16 and going to the Rivoli on his first date and he got beer. It's like, I was living in Toronto at that time. He would have been learning how to drive when I was living in Toronto. Yes, see, Eddie Chin remembers the patties. The stream is so nostalgic. See, because I remember all those. Child of the 90s with my Doc Martens and everything. The roti place at the back of Rockwell Jeans at Yonge and Dundas. Yes! Yes! I never had roti though, but I do remember it. And I always said, I'm going to go back, I'm going to go back. And I've never had roti. And then, what was it? Ken was going past a roti place one time and I was like, what's roti? And then it jogged my memory. I would have been at the clubs in Toronto those days. Do you remember going to like Oz in the Emerald City? Whiskey a Go-Go. I remember I was at the night that Joker's Wild opened, and it was a VIP party, and I had a VIP there. Right there on Richmond. Oh, yes, the jeans. It had like the big thing saying that they were cheaper than Buffalo in New York or whatever. And I remember there used to be a shoe store right beside it. That's where I got like a whole bunch of like cheap shoes. The Barracuda and the Phoenix, yup. Oasis Aqua Lounge is farther down. And that wasn't even on my radar at the time. The Velvet Underground. See, I knew all the like the downtown clubs, but then my first boss was the first elected empress for the Imperial Court of Toronto, so I hung around a lot in Church and Wellesley. So like even when Ken was going past Cruise and Tangos, I did a lot of shows at Cruise and Tangos with Lauren, and Woody's across the street. I remember going with a friend of mine, going into Pre-App, which was a sex store, and I remember trying on these red patent leather thigh-high boots. Well, they would have been thigh-high on other people if you're tall. I'm short, and yeah, it kind of went up to panty line area, but yeah. Oh, see, I remember that. I remember going to Sanctuary. At Queen and Bathurst. I think that's where it was. I can't remember. I was too drunk. And that was the first time I ever saw Marilyn Manson and the Spooky Kids, and that was before they made it big. It was just right before it. And the same with the Goo Goo Dolls. I remember seeing them at the Horseshoe. See? Haha! I was there for the cool stuff in the 90s, man. Fans. I know, it's like it's like 3 hours and 40 minutes now. Worked the week at the stockyards. I remember raves. I remember going down to raves near the beaches. Not the beaches. Oh, frig. Cherry Beach. Back when Cherry Beach used to be places for the mobsters to dump off people that pissed them off. Maybe we should do 10 hours. I'll need something to charge up my gimbal because it's going to die soon. Yeah. Toronto in the 90s. Yeah, Cherry in Portland, Rave Central. I was there. I was there doing my little thing. I had so much fun back then. Oh my God. And then one day I just got like homesick. I just had like one of these things, and I was like coming home from work. I had a bad day at work, and I remember my boss at work, he looked like Dougie Gilmore from the Leafs, and a lot of people used to think that's who he was because that's who he looked like at the time, and that's when Gilmore was like the big thing for the Leafs. And I don't know, like he'd always take the subway, like he'd always be in the subway when I was on it. And it was just always creepy and stuff. And it was just like one of these things I got really, I had a bad day and I called mom and dad up and I'm just like, I want to come home. And that's it. I came home after 2 years of being up there. I always wonder what it'd be like if I was still up there. Yup, I remember that. I don't know how many times I rode the Vomit Comet going home if I, you know, if the trains weren't running. I have some parts of my those times that were a little bit of a blur. The 90s were the end. That was the beginning of my drinking and the end. Well, yeah, that's where I did like all of it because it was like the first time I moved out of mom and dad's house and I was just like, woohoo! And I was like young and naive. Kiddo is actually, he's talking to his grandfather on the, no, hold on. I'm looking. He's in the shower. Oh, media monitor we probably have. There was so many of them. And then when I moved back to Halifax, it was just funny because like Halifax would always like have raves advertised in the Coast. The Coast is our version of Now, like those free newspapers. You would see those advertised everywhere or going into record stores, and they used to be put up on the bulletin boards and stuff like that. And I remember going to a rave here in Halifax, and it was the lamest thing ever. I was like, this is a fucking rave? No, this is not a rave. This is like a high school dance. Mid-90s, you were in your early 30s. I was in my very early 20s. Well, Michael Gray, you were 10 years older than me. That's what I remember. In iWeekly, yeah. And if you were in the Village, you used to have, what was it? Fab. I remember Fab when we were in the Village. Because I'd always be with my roommate Paul, who was gay. And we would sit there and just go through the personals just because it was fun. And I learned a lot from those personals. I learned a lot. You'd always have guys like saying like, you know, if they were like a sub, if they were top or bottoms, that's when I learned what a top or a bottom was. That's what I knew what cut and uncut meant. A whole bunch of other little vernacular things that I can't really say. And I was like learning it all. It's education for me. Vomit Comet. I had to walk to Islington. I remember taking the Vomit Comet, getting off at Ossington, Bloor and Ossington, and then having to walk all the way up to Ossington and DuPont. Oh. And it was like probably like 3 in the morning and I'm by myself. Why is that low in my head? I don't know what you mean. Okay, if I can get up to 4 hours, I'm going to stop this at 4 hours because I'm starting to get really hungry. Pre-Tinder dating apps. Oh my God. What's life like here in Halifax? The gay life. Right now, because of the pandemic, there isn't a bar to go to. Men's and Molly's got sold, or it got sold, so it's not opened. And that was pretty much one of the only like safe places for shows and stuff. A lot of the drag queens are doing things virtually right now. One of them, Rouge Fatale. She is in the therapy, physical therapy, because of stuff. Hey, Rana. But yeah, no, it's a thriving community. It's mostly here in the North End where I live. There's a lot of places. We have I think for city council for out in Lower Sackville, we do have like our very first transgendered candidate. So if I lived in the area, that would be the person I would probably, think. Hello, hang in there. This it's making me feel so young. So that's GK. So GK is one of my Patreons. Do I ever say your name in the videos properly, GK? Just let me know if I say it right. Is it Giga? I don't know. I'm just going because you have the same picture. But yeah, no, we have it's pretty cool down here for the gay community, and there are lots of activisms and things. This is the first year that I'm not going to be volunteering with Halifax Pride. It's just a little bit tricky with the pandemic and everything, but I used to do for the parade and all that stuff. I always facilitated a low sensory viewing room at the library. My brother is randomly playing apple bottom jeans, boots with fur. Yeah, I remember that song. Ooh, I don't think my gimbal's gonna last this long. It wasn't even on a full charge when I started. And I gotta take these contacts out. My eyes are probably looking like two piss holes in the snow right now. So I know what I'm gonna do before I head out. Hold on. Nope. There we go. I gotta thank people for their super chats for tonight, because I did get a couple super chats to go towards burritos. Who did I have? Let me see here. I had Slot Ranger. Okay, so what I'm gonna do. Shorty got them apple bottom jeans, boots with the fur. Old club's looking at her. She, yeah, I remember that. Okay, so I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sign off. So I see now I have like the little ad thing here that tells me who gave me what. So I'm just gonna say names. So I'm just gonna say thanks to Michael Gray and Ellie, Andrew Sherwood, Emo's Music Channels, and Slot Ranger to go towards food, because like the Winnie the Pooh, I got the rumblies in my tumblies. And see, everybody needs chocolate. So I'm gonna sign off, all you guys. If I get bored again tomorrow, you might even hear from me again. If not, I'm gonna be in the streams, I'm gonna be modding, and I'm gonna kick ass at Rap Battle. Kicking butt. I got some, all this time home by myself. The wheels are churning. So thanks for the super chats and everybody, and thanks Action VJ for lurking and just keeping an eye on things in the mod, even though I really don't have that many people, really, but I still like to have like that peace of mind of having that. So thanks for everybody who showed up and listened to me ramble on for almost 4 hours. You guys are true champs. I love it. I love it. So thanks, and hopefully, I don't know when, well, whenever I get to go outside, I will definitely make videos and crank out a whole bunch. But if not, I will just maybe I'll do something. I'll clean up. Oh, the gimbal died. Hold on, you don't need to see the lamp. Oh, what happened? Hi. Okay, so if I can, I will pull out the pocket. If I don't get my results, I'll clean up the apartment, and I will do a stupid little apartment tour and hide the recycling and the trash that I can't take out. I know, it was a total, like, walking man dude thing. Holy mo... Oh, I'm gonna miss the walking man dude. I love the man of mystery. Oh, well. We just have to find out who the little knockoff is, with the girl. All right, so I'm gonna go. I gotta go because I am... hopefully I get something back tomorrow if I hear something. Like, it's supposed to be like either an email or a text message. So I'm gonna charge that gimbal because I'm holding the phone with my hand. And I'm gonna see you guys later. All right. Love y'all. Thanks for coming. Thanks for the nostalgia and the talk and everything else. Bye. Hold on. Where's that button? There we go.